who art in Minnesota, hallowed be thy name. Thy demon baby come. Thy will be done on earth, as it is in Minecraft.
To Grossly Offensive.
Give us this day our daily grift, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespassed on to the Capitol building. And lead us not into anti-Kino, but deliver us Kino. Amen. Peace be with you, shitposters, A-logs, and trolls. May you forever walk in the warm, welcoming light of the Kino!
And it's fucking bullshit. But they don't seem to mind. And then add on top of that all the grifter language, all the e-bagger bullshit you hear them say. Words like F-slur and K-slur. And I'm just grifting ironically. Buy my t-shirt.
Yes,
and all the other
I'm only ironically grifting. I was only pretending to poo my pants, pee-pee poo. No, I shouldn't make fun of fatties for pooing their pants.
For the truth! No one else will actually tell you the fucking truth. But this fucking channel, everyone else has to suck fucking dick. Either for money, or to try and maintain connections with the Vickers family, the bed of fucking scumbags that—
Hang on, just gonna pause it for a bit. I find this funny because it's like pee-pee poo-poo is you have stared into the shit abyss for too long, my son, and now you have become the lolcow. Ha 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 ha.
That they are?
Wait, hang on. Does this mean this will happen to me if I stare too long into the shit abyss? Let's hope it doesn't go that way.
All of them scumbags, zero sympathy from me.
Yeah, grifter
Fuck
hobbit.
you if you simp for any member of the—
Please donate to my I don't even have a Bitcoin address. Do I have a Monero? I've got some Monero, but I haven't set up a wallet for it. I should like do something with that. But yeah, please donate to my OnlyFucks.
Vickers family. Let's get fucking hype.
That was bullshit.
So that was that's not what I'm listening to.
Todd McNally!
Oh, okay. Let's have another grossly offensive video then.
I know what you have been up to. I've been watching you from the shadows, Tad. I know you have been pretending to be a Christian to pick up some trad food. I know that you were fat, Tad, and that the doctors prescribed you testosterone. I know, Tad. I know about the time you knife raped a woman. And Tad, I know all about your production of child pornography. It's time, Tad. It's time for you to meet your doom!
He's kickboxing it. I don't know why I find it so funny. Yes, I do. He's now chopping the pillow in half.
I'm a cell phone cat.
Just for the record, can I say I don't know who Tad McNally is, but Gross the Offensive is like he's showing his moves, and you know the moves are there. You can see them, and so what's supposed to go on here? That stone brick, but there's like the stone brick does not go into the thing. And wait, this is supposed to have copper and steel, not just steel? Oh, mamma mia, tutti di frutti. Where would it go in, though? Yep. Gonna have to do it here somehow. But anyway, this isn't what I wanted to listen to. What I wanted to listen to was... Do I want to listen to... Graham Linehan's been permanently cancelled, yeah. Let's have that. Let's have Graham Linehan being permanently cancelled forever.
This is one I've had a lot of people sending to me. Because it's
morning,
friend
people that watch my
the
show,
text
by
goes
the
off
way.
the screen because just the formatting of the Daily Mail is just absolutely fucking terrible. They just destroyed me. Father Ted creator Graham Linehan breaks down in tears on BBC's Nolan Live as he claims trans campaigners
his
have
name
cost him his family
was
and
Graham
his
Linehan.
marriage. Graham Linehan has been a vocal defender of
That's
women's
really
rights
funny.
and biological sex. Father Ted creator says he's been targeted by trans activists over his comments. His stage musical version of the comedy show faced axe following pressure from campaigners. Mr. Linehan broke down in an interview saying they took everything from me. The creator of comedy series Father Ted broke down
still
in
got your
tears
penis?
as he claimed
You can
trans
still offer
activists
that.
had cost him his family and his marriage before declaring that he had been thoroughly cancelled. BAFTA winning writer
have you
Graham
been
Linehan,
thoroughly
whose credits
castrated?
include the IT crowd and
Yes.
also like things like Father Ted and Black Books, and in my opinion, absolutely classic and hilarious British comedies.
I do like Black
from a
Books.
time
That was
when
funny.
you
I
could
did enjoy
make
that.
jokes. Gave a rare interview to a late-night BBC talk show in which he said his forthright views have seen his career pulled apart. They took everything from me, the 53-year-old wept as he spoke to 5 Live Stephen Nolan.
Shabadagara was
my
the second
family.
potato
Before this,
famine, to be
all I
sure,
was
to be
doing was
sure.
writing comedy and playing board games and being silly on the internet. And then I just said, no, hang on a sec. Stop calling these women pervs. Stop sending them abuse. Let them speak. And for that, they just destroyed me. Now,
Wow.
there has been he has done a little bit more than that, right? He has he has been saying things in critiques, things that are valid critiques of modern trans activism, right? Things that are genuine points that I feel should be discussed and be addressed, but he has also said a bunch of, like, you know, mean stuff as well, and he's also made a bunch of jokes and all that. And the problem is, and this is for a fact, the modern trans lobby, you can't joke about them. You can't joke about them, you can't critique them. The reason for that is if you do, whether you're wanting to make a genuine critique or whether you are just making a light-hearted joke, or if you are genuinely just trying to hurt, insult or offend them, the response always will be, oh, so you want us to die then? You want us to die? You want us to perish? You want us to be killing ourselves? And you want this and want that? And you want people to beat us up in the streets and everything? And it's always that exaggeration. It's always that hyperbole, right? And basically it's in a case of, even if trans activists hunted someone down and kicked the shit out of them and put them in a wheelchair for the rest of their lives, people would applaud and cheer it because, and I'll be completely real with you, there is a lot of shitty behaviour, like disgusting behaviour that comes from modern trans activists they just get away with. They just get away with, and they're allowed to do it. And one of the things that they've always campaigned for, is they believe they are above criticism. They believe they're above criticism. You are not allowed to criticise them in any way. If you do, you're anti-trans and you want them to die and you're trying to kill them, and they'll do the whole hyperbole. It's people like this that want me to stop being with my family. No, it's not. People are just criticising you because you have to admit there's a lot of sketchy shit that you're doing. There's an awful lot of sketchy shit that the trans lobby's doing. Right, but if you critique them in any way, they feel they are above critique. That's it. They don't want you pointing out any shitty things that they're doing. They don't want you to point out any negativity about them. They don't want to hear your critiques. They do not care. It is their way, their will, and if you stand in their way, you will be destroyed. Doesn't matter if you actually wanted to be mean or actually had a fair critique. Even if you say, well, what about, oh, we're very happy to hear fair critiques. However, what constitutes a fair critique, they decide. And I would be very interested to hear from the trans lobby, them actually, if you ask them,
what do
you feel
don't want to hear,
fair
you don't want to hear from the
trans
tranny brigade.
And I don't think they could give you one. I don't think they could give you an answer to that. They would probably say none. This is just all the tweets, but we're not really interested in that. Mr. Linehan says that media companies are now snubbing him while all of his show business friends have turned their backs.
Oh, yeah, because...
I was in a similar situation myself. Some comedians came out and supported me.
Oh, look at me. I feel I can speak like British Isles words different to you.
They dialed that support right back and withdrew it. The only people that didn't were the ones that were just far too fucking big, like Ricky Gervais, because he's fucking Ricky Gervais, right? He's going to be fine. But there was other people as well whose careers were a little bit in the rocks, and they knew that if they got on the wrong side of the, culture war, their career would be in jeopardy. And one of the ones that did that as well was Lemmy. He has even seen his stage musical version of Father Ted axed just as it was in rehearsals. Over a number of years, Mr. Linehan has found himself embroiled in online debates on social media sites like Twitter, which saw him attacked by trans activists for his defence of women's rights and the importance of biological sex. In the interview broadcast yesterday, he admitted he had never thought his stance on the issue would sound like the death knell for the stage adaptation of Father Ted. He said, my original bet was that the Father Ted musical was too big to fail. I simply thought if they come after it, then it will be good, because then people will see how crazy this is, how absurd and how censorious, how anti-female, how homophobic that this movement is. So I kind of thought it would be okay, but the more time passed, I was
you thought wrong.
I was trying to explain myself as clearly as possible, and when they couldn't come for me, they came for my wife, which is another thing that they do. I'm living in a flat now because eventually the pressure of all this drove my wife and I apart, and we divorced because of this.
Yeah, you look divorced.
Mr. Linehan told the Mail on Sunday that producers at Hat Trick Productions informed him that plans for a stage musical of Father Ted collapsed unless he removed his name for the credits over fears that the show could become a target for trans campaigners. He said at the time the production company are terrified that as soon as it opens, trans activists will try and shut it down. And they have the power to do that.
So,
now, it's
what was the point in this?
The poor little
Should
things.
be like a stone
So,
brick there.
you mean you can't make fun of them, because that would be punching down, even though they have the power to completely fucking erase you from the media, get you fired from your job, fucking break up your family and stuff like that. But they're powerless. They're powerless. Remember that. Hat Trick have simply told me it will be impossible for them to be able to finance the show unless I am no longer associated with it. But now, Mr. Linehan has said the plug has been pulled and he has no one defending his position, not even those he previously considered showbiz friends. He says, we've done full rehearsals of Father Ted the Musical twice. Neil Hannon from the Divine Comedy, who wrote the TV show theme tune, has written some of the best music you'll ever hear. We have songs for every character, we have a great story, it was ready to go. And just because a group of people have decided that anybody who speaks up against this ideology is evil, they've just kind of rolled over for those people.
Well, I guess it sucks to be you, Graham Lion.
It's mob rule.
Trying to exist in the modern society.
An angry mob who want to control what people can think and say and all these other things. Because even if you want to say something like, I don't think trans athletes should compete in female sports, right? Now, that's not, so they should be taken out and shot. And I'm like, that's not what you're saying.
Yes,
you're saying,
yes,
I
it is
100%
that.
Sports, right? Which I think is an extremely valid critique. However, just for saying that, the trans lobby will annihilate your fucking life. They don't want you thinking that, right? And they're not going to try and convince you. What they're going to do is call you evil, tarnish your name, come after you, come after your family, come after your livelihood, come after any media in, they'll come after your fucking YouTube channel, they'll come after your Twitter account, they will erase you.
make it look so easy.
And
Film
for some
star
reason, lots of
sitting in the car.
institutions still think
Where
that
you
this
gonna
lobby
be
are the good
tonight?
guys.
What
Right? And some people, for some reason, still think that they are downtrodden.
Again?
I mean, not many groups have that kind of power, like depersonization. No, sorry, unpersonization, right? I don't know many groups that have that fucking power, you know, short of fucking intelligence agencies. But they have a different way of doing it. After 5 years, not one of my friends spoke up. Not one of my friends in showbiz spoke up, and the reason for that is because it's dangerous. Basically, there is a soft dictatorship going on throughout all media, where unless you agree with the status quo, you won't be given a job.
This is the velvet glove of tyranny.
You won't get brought on for talk.
It's fine.
People aren't going to take your scripts and start production or anything that you make. Like that's just the way it is now, right? Unfortunately, the institutions are well and truly lost. They're lost. They're gone, which is why I just don't take part in them. And I'm not even going to try to. Actually, I've had emails. I haven't had them in a while because I think eventually they got the hint. Oh, do you want to appear in this show? Do you want to appear in that show? No. No, I don't. So my jokes can get fucking edited out, or you can cut it in a way that's going to make me look bad. Like, no thanks. Oh, but it's TV. Yeah, exactly. Cringe. I often joke I used to know no one except people in showbiz, and now I know no one in showbiz and a lot of people outside of it in all walks of life. But my celebrity friends, comedians, you know, intellectuals who have an opinion on everything else under the sun except their subject, I think that's maybe they just sit and stay silent. And all it needs is just a few adults to step into the room and say, hang on a second, he's not saying anything particularly controversial. Why is he so toxic? Mr. Linehan believes biological sex is more important than the controversial idea that an individual can choose a self-identified gender, which has seen biological men demand the right to use women's lavatories and changing rooms. But he accepted his strident views have cost him his career and his marriage, but added, the one thing about this that keeps me going is that I know I'm right. Sometimes something is so wrong that you have to say something, and if I didn't say something, I'd go mad. He was a guest via Zoom on late-night BBC Northern Ireland programme Nolan Live, hosted by 5 Live's Stephen Nolan. The presenter asked him, can I ask you a personal question? You say that this destroyed your relationship with your wife. How did you not bond together? How did this not keep you close? While Mr. Linehan didn't want to talk about his marriage breakdown,
maybe he's just not a very nice guy.
Maybe
that's why his wife left him.
Terrified. And
maybe his wife wasn't a very good woman.
So many comedians that I've spoken to, even though like the vast majority of comedians out there are left-wing, right? But they're the sensible left-wingers. The ones that are like, yeah, healthcare please, but can we not throw people in jail for using the wrong pronouns? Like those ones, the 90s left. I mean, in the 90s, I would be considered a leftist, right? Even them, they're fucking terrified of our shit. Or if they want to do their real sets, they will make sure that it's curated in a way where the crowd
I used to read the Daily Mirror, and I
is
used to agree with
the
a lot
type
of
of
the
crowd
points in
that
there.
they know are going to be okay with.
And
those
I'm pretty
jokes.
sure,
Which is the same thing that we do, like me and Sargon. Like we have certain events where we keep them very, very secret, and we make sure it's only people from our own actual audience that turn up. So we're not going to get any shit. Although some cheeky bastard filmed my whole set. Like, we didn't mind. Well, yeah, videos and photography are fine. I didn't know some motherfucker was going to film my whole fucking set and post it on YouTube. He answered, I don't want to go too much into that. All I'll say is that it's very frightening when people start coming after you, when people start digging up stuff about you. I'll tell you why other comedians won't stand up for me, even if they agree with me. Every comedian at the moment is living under a kind of state of permanent blackmail, and that's true because when you're a comedian, all it takes is one little slip up, one little joke to make it onto Twitter, one little joke to make it in the paper, and your career...
That's why I don't like comedians anymore. They can't do anything funny.
Name another group that has this type of fucking power. Every comedian knows that if they step on the wrong side of any particular line, it could be this or...
Wait. I know who it is, Count Dankula. It's the late Dr. John Money. He was a trans lobbyist.
could be any number of things. There's a few hot button issues where
Who has the name? Who's the surname Money? Well, what sort of surname is Dr. John Money?
you have to follow a certain line, and if you don't, you will be destroyed, and that is the way things are now. Cancel.
When you got names like Smith, Cooper, Carpenter, Thatcher, was there any Mr. Plummer? I think I heard of Plummer before. You got Nigel Planner. Who's a planner? So you got these names, and you know you got these names are pertaining to professions what that family was known for. So if you have the surname Money, what was your family involved in, apart from trans activism and sex change operations, where you castrate men and stick tits on them and do a strappy-dick-ontomy to women? What sort of surname is Money? Go on, Count Dankula. Ask that question.
Culture, this type of thing that's going on right now, is being used by powers much, much higher than us, because they know through fear of, oh, what, it's not the government doing it. It's not the government doing it. It's not the institutions doing it. It's not the police. It's the public. It's the public that are doing it. And all that. But they know that with the public doing that, they'll go in and fan the fucking flames of that. And what they can do is, through fear, make the public act like the finger men to force the ideas on everyone else. And that's what the trans lobby has become. And I will say this, like, very, very happily. When it comes to freedom of speech, the trans lobby are, in fact, fascists. They are fascists when it comes to freedom of speech. See, ask any of them if they approve of freedom of speech. Say things like, oh, is it okay for people to critique you? Is it okay for people to make fun of you? Is it okay for people to make funny memes, mocking you or criticizing your ideologies or the way you look or the way you dress? All things which should be perfectly fully allowed under freedom of speech, because that's how human rights fucking work. And the vast overwhelming majority of them will not only say, no, none of that should be allowed, but they will then advocate for police and government action over it, or for that person to lose their job, lose their career, lose their livelihood. Oh yeah, we went in and we managed to get this random little guy fired from his job.
A very reasonable response.
In 3 weeks. But who cares? We got.
What sort of surname is Dr. John Money again? What other sort of famous Mr. Moneys or Mrs. Moneys are there in the past, apart from? I think it's important that men and women are different, and I'm gonna write a bunch of bullshit about how you're not defined by your chromosomes or your genitalia. You're defined by your moods.
We got the transphobe, like. And the thing is, they don't care. Under cancel culture, by the way, it's not just the target that gets hurt, it's their families as well, right? And these are the people that are like, oh yeah, people don't have enough money and rent's high, and oh, there needs to be more government programs and all that type of stuff. But, I mean, if a couple of kids starve so we could take down a turf, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Like, it's ridiculous, right? And one of the things as well is, like, look at the situation where a certain trans person from Twitch, I'm not even going to say their name because Jesus Christ, they tweet and act like a fucking Marvel villain, man. Fucking like, or like a bad guy from like a cheesy 80s movie. Destiny just get fucking permanently banned from Twitter, right? Not Twitter, sorry, Twitch. Well, I don't know if it's permanent, it was described as indefinite, and this person was like, I've just taken away your primary source of income. Ooh, I just took away your primary source of income. And they were fucking getting off on it. And that's it. Like, that's villainous shit. The boasting of being able to take away another person's voice, thereby their human right. The trans law, it's either how trans rights or human rights. The trans lobby does not give the tiniest fuck about human rights. They don't. For themselves, absolutely. For everyone else, no. No, they don't. I mean, you know, I've been thoroughly cancelled. I'll tell you how cancelled I am. There were 2 programs called Cancelled, and I wasn't on either of. Do you know what I mean? That's how cancelled I am. Activists have branded Mr. Linehan as transphobic on social media. Pink News, an LGBTQ+ online magazine, has published scores of articles.
The plus stands for paedophile.
Was declaring him a bigot. By the way, like, see how what fucking Brie Larson is to the quartering, right? As to Jeremy. That's what Graham Linehan has been to fucking Pink News. Do you know that the editor of Pink News challenged me to a fight? I seen pictures of him, man. I've literally done bigger shits. And his BBC. Oh no, he's not the only writer to risk being written out of their own creations after falling foul of the transgender lobby, with Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling also targeted. In his new BBC interview, Mr. Linehan added, "I do believe we will look back at this time and we will go, how did we get so insane? How did the whole world believe that J.K. Rowling was a bigot despite no evidence being presented to that end?" And I genuinely think this is the first serious mass delusion spread by the internet. I think it's spread by the internet. Kids spread it to each other. You may have heard the phrase rapid onset gender dysphoria. The thing is, you can't ring around people and ask them to be brave. You know, I did do a version of that where I rang up a bunch of people and I said to them, look, would you sign? We had a letter supporting J.K. Rowling in the face of death and rape threats. I rang up various people who I knew and I thought, surely this will rouse them. And I rang all of these people and every single one of them said no. And it would all it would take would be a few people with courage to stand up and say, hang on a sec, we need to talk about this without people losing their livelihoods. We need to be able to discuss this in an adult way. That is a failure of intellectuals. I mean, I actually class comedians pretty highly because I think comedians think about stuff in interesting ways. But it is a failure of comedy. It's a failure of journalism because journalists are openly...
You know who I miss? You know who made me, like, genuinely laugh? COD Comedy TJ. He got cancelled.
Hiding the truth. Every one of us who speaks out is left hanging in the wind by everyone else. I've never been asked to share my opinion in TV interviews, basically again because I've been cast as an evil influencer or whatever people call me. Other people are not allowed to speak to me. So I've never done podcasts, I've never done anything because those people know that they will be targeted and they speak to me. Hat Trick Productions were contacted for comment. Now, one thing is, for anyone that doesn't know, me and Graham Linehan had fucking wars in the past, man. Me and him had back and forths on Twitter that got that bad it made it into the papers. And the things that Graham Linehan has done to me in the past is he's tweeted out that I, for a fact, like, I'm a Nazi, I'm a white supremacist, I meant the joke, what I did wasn't a joke, it doesn't count as comedy, I should have been arrested. And he also was contacting GoFundMe to try and get the crowdfund for my legal defence to prevent me from going to prison shut
How the
down.
turntables,
Now,
Graham.
Despite all of that happening in the past, me and Graham, since he was like banned from Twitter like years ago, like the last time me and Graham have directly spoken to each other would have been during our last Twitter argument, but then Graham was banned. Graham has since then dialed all of that back. He says that he realises I was joking. He realised that he was a little bit lied to when it came to who I am and what I believe.
Should have done the research.
And he said on stream that he apologises to me and he deeply regrets
Dirty
what
Irish
he did.
potato.
And he's also said it to some people that were interviewing him and stuff like that as well. And that, he's not said it directly to me, but I'm willing to have a conversation with him. Right, now, as for the whole trans thing, I
Eat shit and die.
I realise whenever I make videos about trans issues, they usually appear on some fucking trans subreddit or some shit like that. So, hello there. This is the part of the video that you're going to completely fucking ignore. The bit where I say my actual opinions about what I believe, and you just focus on all the shit I said about you at the start of the video, which I do still believe to be true. I do believe that as a movement, you are dangerous to safety and dangerous to human rights, and you actually cause far more damage to your image than you fucking realise. You actually are what contributes to make people fucking hate trans people.
Let's just remember that the ones that murdered transsexuals the most are the transsexuals. They are the most dangerous to the transsexuals.
You want to know the beautiful thing about all the trans women on the right? They're all fucking normal. They're all fucking normal. They don't scream about all the fucking bullshit that you do, and they just kind of like hang out with us and chill and all that. Some of them are racist, right? Okay. Yeah, okay. Some, a tiny amount, not too many. Okay, however, my actual opinions on the whole trans issue. Pronouns protected freedom of speech. If people want to call each other by pronouns and they want to write their pronouns down and, you know, have all that stuff and everything. That is protected freedom of expression. That is something that they should 100% be allowed to do. That is a protected right. Where's the picture of Glenna? There it is. There's your boy. It's just to make the thumbnail easier, right? Using pronouns, that is a protected right of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. So if people want to use pronouns and address each other by certain pronouns, yep, that's completely within the purview of human rights to do that.
Gay.
Forcing other people to use your pronouns through either threats of violence or institutional punishment or, you know, criminal or civil lawsuits or anything like that, that is against the right to free expression and freedom of speech, because that then becomes compelled speech, where you are forcing someone to say something they don't want to say or say something that they do not believe in under threat of violence, criminal, blah, 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 those types of consequences. So that goes against freedom of speech. As for being able to dress up as a female or a male or like whatever gender or anything like that, that's fucking clothes. I don't give a fuck about that, man. If you're a man and you want to walk down the street wearing a dress, like fucking whatever, man, that's your dress sense. I don't give a shit. Right, that type of stuff, dressing up like clothes, I don't care.
I do.
Right, it's a minor one, but clothing falls under freedom of expression. Right, so yeah, wear whatever clothes you want. As for going and getting all the various fucking surgeries that are required to be trans and stuff like that.
Anyone who doesn't dress like they're a well-to-do 17th century Englishman is a slob.
However, if there's a clinic or something or a hospital that offers those services and someone goes in and wishes to purchase such services, the marketing action. The marketing action. If there's a, you know, that is it's just libertarianism. If you, and also it's your body. Like, to turn around and say, oh no, we should ban giving trans men breast implants or something like that. Like, no, that's against it. Like, if hospitals or like surgery clinics want to offer those type of services and people want to go and purchase them and have bits sewn on or cut off and frisbeed across the room or whatever, that's, you know, a bunch of consenting adults engaging in a transaction. That is completely fine, and that is what you are able to do. That's not a problem. As for assaults on trans people or anything like that, well, no, that's a fucking crime, right? If anyone assaults anyone,
yeah, you're right. Transsexuals should be prosecuted for murdering transsexuals. I'd say bring back death penalty. Like, you know, that's attempted murder, death penalty.
Or you know, beats anyone or shoots anyone or stabs anyone, you know, could be trans, could be fucking literally anything else. Then that should be a crime. Right, however, that's when I would say that you should have means of defending yourself, such as firearms. So, I think all of the things I just said are perfectly fucking reasonable. I think those are perfectly reasonable stances. However, if you, one of the reasons that we have such a divide is if you do go down the street wearing a dress, or you want to go and get breast implants, or you want to do any of those things, I don't have to clap and cheer for you while you do it, and I don't have to call you your preferred pronoun. Now, you are fully able to engage in all of your human rights. That's the part that I'm agreeing. Yes, all those rights I just described, you should have them. However, for me not to clap or cheer for it or call you by your pronouns, that is my human rights. This is the middle ground. This is the way things should be, right? You can do all of the things that you need or want to do to fit in with your trans lifestyle. What you cannot force other people to do is not critique it or to force people to only say nice things about it, right? That's then you violating rights, okay? Trans rights don't trump all other rights, right?
Yes, they do.
Don't. You cannot sacrifice other people's rights so that you, your little preferred group, can have more rights than...
Oh, this is very bigoted and intolerant. I think we can't listen to the rest of this now. No, you don't understand, Mr. Count Dankula. No. If you were trying to say that trans rights are not more important than all other rights, then they don't have any rights. And that's very bigoted. Because as we all know, the transsexuals are more important than anybody else in the world. And it would do you well to remember that, Mr. Count Dankula. Yes. Quite. Yes. That should not be red. That should be blue.
Than everyone else.
Oh, I said I wasn't going to listen to the rest of that, so I'm not. No. You know what? It's whatever day it is today, so it is time for the show what I like listening to. The Hate Bus. But where does it go? Well, where does it stop? Nobody knows. I hate that show.
Here's the thing. You're wrong, first off. Second of all,
In the end, we're a punk rock.
The fucking haters, they're coming for me.
I'm sorry I swore. I'll make this video not for kids.
Go back to your boy, King Cobra!
What about ghosts?
We got a low-life fucking faggot again.
Fuck Choma, you should cast a spell to go fuck yourself.
See, I'm a kind of a kind, generous person.
Last time I checked, this was the United States of fucking America. You fucking nerds are wrecking it. You fucking nerds. You fucking nerds.
Look at me, I'm so muscular.
Do you think that's funny?
I know what you're thinking.
There's a lot of idiots per capita, man.
I'm not really contributing jack shit to society.
I'm gonna join the Nazis.
Just my opinion.
Yeah, that's right. You heard me. I'll just join the Nazis.
Stop it. Get some help.
Fucking boomers.
Because they are retarded.
Don't throw us away.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 228 of The Hate Bus.
How's it going, folks?
Hello.
You couldn't kill me this time. I got out.
Oh damn. Oh, that's right. Oh, you were in the well. I forgot about that.
You got out because I crumbled up a trail of fucking Cheez-Its, dude. You were licking crumbs.
What's your position on Cheez-Its? Are you a Cheez-Its man?
I'm not.
Yeah, I love Cheez-Its.
Yeah. Did I say it like that? I'm sorry.
Nope.
Oh, I didn't?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well,
No,
anyways,
you did,
the other day, so what had
Where are
happened
these
was
logistic robots
I
going
was
to?
on the internet researching connections between the HARP system and Castlevania speedruns, and these two lesbians came in, and I think they must have known I was onto the truth because they bungareed all over my motherboard, and I had to buy a new computer.
Is
That's
HARP
unfortunate.
is HARP like
Oh yes,
hella
the Bungaree.
something AARP whatever, like the old people organization?
No, I actually have this like weird electronic harp thing that connects to the internet. It's like an EBO for a guitar, but it's a harp.
But
it picks up Wi-Fi signals.
But it's like a keyboard, so each string is a fucking letter.
Yeah, it's pretty wacky, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just over here like playing fucking Handel concertos.
That would be the most horrendous way to get around the internet, is plucking harp strings.
Wow.
It'd be great. Every time you get
I could get around the internet on a Guitar Hero guitar.
Yeah, it'd probably like fucking make the Fediverse a better place if before anybody posted they had to like play a Bach concerto or something.
No, man. If it was all about fettuccine,
I like me some fettuccine concertos.
it'd be the Fediverse.
See, I didn't. I was trying to yes and I accidentally no butted. Look at that. That's embarrassing.
Or if it was
Jesus
just for
Christ.
Greeks, it'd be the Fetaverse.
Well, I want to go on that, dude.
Oh man, feta is delicious.
Hell yeah, it is.
Feta cheese is like the best thing.
I'm not fond of feta cheese.
Literally, like that's one of like. There's a list of like 10 foods I just like don't let myself buy because I'll just eat the whole thing. And
Yeah, peanut butter and feta cheese. I get it.
Yeah, no. See, you know the list. Have I brought this up on the show before?
I'm saying they're also on my list.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but at least it'll be super keto with feta. Just chowing feta nonstop all
Just
day
eat
long.
nothing but feta cheese and peanut butter.
Well, I don't know about
It's like,
the
yeah, I
peanut
don't
butter
feel
part.
like shitting for the next 2 years. Let's do this.
Is maple syrup keto?
Oh, very.
Probably not. Isn't it like literally just pure carbohydrate?
Yes.
I mean,
it's made out of like tree juice.
it's tree blood,
It's pretty tasty though.
and it's what's the ratio? 40-1, 45-1. You see, you gotta burl it down to get all that water out of there. So every like 45 gallons of fucking maple sap, you get 1 gallon of syrup.
Yeah, it's maple syrup. You don't get a good ROI on that.
Sipping on that scissor.
Well,
sipping on that scissor, but it's just like
that maple scissor.
Well, but that's why like 100% pure like maple syrup is more expensive than that fucking garbage.
Yeah, dude, that
corn
shit,
syrup
like,
shit.
Yeah, no, but yeah, maple scissor. I buy the good stuff for my fucking Kashi protein waffles, but yeah, that fucking shit's like $14 a bottle, dude.
You what?
Hey man, it takes a lot of work. You got these fucking dudes up in the hills fucking burling away and shit.
$14 base check.
Yeah, syrup is the white man's juice or whatever. I don't know.
Also, it's better from Vermont than it is from Canada. Just saying.
Correct.
But it also depends where in Canada. That changes the flavor too.
I'm not about to become a fucking syrup sommelier, dude. I'm just trying to hate on foreigners.
I get it. You're too busy with your fart sommelier business. I understand.
Yeah. Am I really a sommelier if I only sample my own? It's not like a very wide palette.
Dude, you're not supposed to get high on your own
You're just a
supply.
fart sommelier.
Oh no.
I fart so much it like misshapes my asshole into like a Somalian head. They call me bald butt.
That's the first rule of dealing farts, bro. Never get high on your own supply ever.
Dealing farts.
Come on.
You
Man.
play this thing they call the fart game.
And it's also the rule of 5. It's you only deal to 5 people below you, and they can deal out to 5 other people, but you never want to deal to any more than that with your fart supply.
Oh, I give it to you. Oh shit. I give it
Fart
to
Supply
you
was
guys.
also my favorite 80s band.
That's pretty good, man.
I'm all out of
I think
farts. I'm
RFI's
so
a
lost
few over
without
5
you.
people listen to that. I might be in trouble. Because RFI is literally just like me sniffing my own farts.
Hey, whatever.
Someone's everything I do.
Someone's got to do it.
You gotta sniff them up, when you're in the dish pit.
When I'm in the pit.
Let that shit linger in the air.
Yeah, I mean, don't let it go to waste.
Farting in the dish
Did we ever?
pit.
Did we ever explain the whole like dish pit farting cobra story to people?
Oh yeah, we've talked about it. But
Yeah,
I was
I'm pretty sure we mentioned it.
But I was also thinking, like, remember that Rahm Emanuel guy from Chicago? He said, "Never let a good crisis go to waste." That's what I think about farts. So, I agree with a libtard on something, kind of.
Libtards. Your farts are a crisis.
No, just never let a good fart go to waste. I
Fart
mean, some of
crisis
my
isn't as popular as
farts
time
are a
crisis.
crisis. Some of my farts are definitely a
I like
crisis.
that joke.
Let's see.
Don't forget the spin-off game Fart Zone.
Well, it's not quite time to go to the highway to the wanker zone yet, so.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Nothing happened last week. Nothing exciting went down.
Oh no, we have a special message from a little feller, and you guys have already seen the video, but that's not the important part.
Don't mind if I do.
That's not the important part. The important part is the listeners have to hear what this special little feller's excited about.
Special little guy.
200
What? Nick.
It's Nick and Gary excited about finally reaching 200 subscribers on YouTube.
Wow.
Excuse me. I've listened to this video, and he is a giant piece of shit. But it's nice to see somebody happy on the internet for a change.
Well, and it's
Like,
nice
he
to
was-
it's
he
nice
was
to see
tickled
somebody.
pink.
Well, it's nice to see somebody happy about even like a small milestone. Like that's cool. Like I got no problem with that.
But I have a problem with him being literally the gayest in the history of gay dudes.
Yeah.
It's also kind of relieving to see a mutant express discernible emotion.
Well,
I mean, don't push it.
yeah, you're getting out of control. You're stepping out of line. Twig it.
He's like,
no, this
is like-
still feels very
this is like the
performative.
Wallace and
but-
Gromit interpretation of what human happiness is.
But like
it's a lot of waving hands and like big fucking eyeballs.
But when you see how few subscribers he has on YouTube versus how many followers he has on TikTok, I'm like, there's a vast web of retarded people interacting with each other on TikTok. It's insane.
TikTok's a fucking abomination. Like I don't understand it.
Oh, speaking of, Fat Boy put out a couple more videos of him pointing at the other side of the screen or doing the sign of the cross.
I actually checked that this afternoon.
I checked it yesterday to see if there was anything I could grab.
That's good content.
There was one where it almost looked like something was happening, but then I moused over and it was a duet because his like sense of graphic design is so off that you couldn't even tell there was somebody else on the screen.
Yeah,
I was like, "Is that my boy JJ laying down the lawn?" It's like, no, he's just pointing. At, like,
Well, part of that I think has nothing to do with him. It's how their video was that it made it look bad too.
Don't defend this man.
No, I'm not defending him. I'm saying when you do somebody's video, it looks how it looks.
I don't know. TikTok sucks, and listen, all the internet's turned into it. You seen this like YouTube Shorts crap? I didn't realize this. They fucking loop
over and over,
and then you try to scroll down, and it just starts showing you like more of them, but they're not even from like the same person you were looking at. They're just like random other assholes.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh,
pisses me off, dude.
Cobra put out a YouTube short yesterday of a terrible joke. It was when he went out to dinner with his family yesterday because there was other people around. I could tell he was out in public. But
so that actually did end up working out, huh?
Oh yeah, and he had his family take him to Craves. You know that place that he's been ordering like the cheese curds and chicken strips from?
Mm-hmm.
That's where he wanted to go for his birthday.
Why are they so fucking nice to him?
Because Clint is a huge faggot who enables his retarded son's worst excesses.
He really is.
But apparently he was food hacking at dinner too. He talked about it in one of his short videos last night. And he said, I took the gravy for the chicken, the country gravy, mixed in ranch and like blueberry habanero.
Why?
I'd have kicked him out of the restaurant.
Yeah, my eye sockets are actually bleeding.
He's ready to commit a fart crisis.
But we've got a lot of Cobra stuff, so let's get Nick out of the way first. But
that's like the good
I never
part of the
thought,
show.
there'd be a day where I'm like, oh, thank God it's Nick Aguirre and not Cobra.
Holy moly!
Holy moly!
Never mind, can we play Cobra?
After all these years, I cannot believe I made it this far. After all these 3 years, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022.
That's 4 years.
God damn it.
It's like what Bobson was talking about the other week about how Nick Aguirre can't fucking count.
Yeah, he literally can't fucking count.
Yeah, he counts off the fingers and he includes the number he started on in his addition.
Yeah, he starts counting from 0. Is what he does.
So he is a computer.
Help computer.
There's no helping this.
Oh wow, that's the old me.
He's a computer.
Oh, got him.
Yeah, nailed him. Take that, Nick.
Nailed him, dude.
Hot takes from Tommy, Nick. Get up.
Stop all the downloading? No!
I got a virus.
And here I am at 200 subscribers. Yes,
Remember when I said how pleasant it was to hear somebody positive on the internet? I hereby rescind that statement.
Oh, and this is the part where he starts.
I want to fucking kick. I want to kick him in the throat.
And this is the part where he's mincing around and bouncing like a fag.
Yeah, no, that was because not only is his voice incredibly annoying, but like I can like see him in my head now because I've watched this. I'm like, yeah, fuck this guy, dude. I hope all of the bad things in life happen to him and nobody else.
Every time Jub starts getting positive about a mutant, I just sit back and wait.
It takes like a minute.
Hey, Tommy, you know what I've been feeling bad about Cubs? Oh, just wait, Jub. Just wait.
It'll be like a lesbian bungaree. I'm like, never mind. It's like I really want the best for people, but then they just disappoint me.
Oh no, I wish these people could turn their lives around, but it's not going to happen.
No, not really. I literally want nothing but bad things to happen to these people. I fucking hate them.
Like if they turned their lives around and got off the internet and stuff, I'd be like, great, good for them. But that's never going to happen.
If I got off the internet and stuff, I'd have to go back to talking about fucking like Roy Moore or whatever the fuck. I don't want that.
And then like Jub somehow gets emotionally attached to these people. I'm only attached to them for content.
Jub's kind of a fucking mess.
It happens. It happens, dude.
I don't know why he'd be like that, but it do.
Jub happens.
It's true.
Put it on a poster.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Thank you all for my supportings.
Thank you for all my supportings.
Right?
Yep.
If only.
Thank you for all my supportings. What the fuck does that mean, Nick?
The gayest guy on earth.
Thank you all for my supportings, and thank you all for enjoying my channel. I am eternal. I am eternal.
Okay. Immediately it's like, wow, I got more subscribers, and then he's like full of, what is a man? Like, what's going on here, dude?
200 subscribers.
Eternal.
Yep.
Hey, I'm not going to shit on a guy for being excited for hitting 200 subscribers. That's cool, whatever. But
he hit 200 subscribers and he thinks he's ascended to demigod.
Fuck this nigga, dude.
Like, everybody who's interacted with me on the other various social media platforms know I'm like excited that anybody listens to our show. And while I believe we have a good show, I do this for fun. So if it's fun for me to make, I hope people have fun listening. But like I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm glad you enjoy what we do. That's amazing. Like I'm simple like that, but him jumping around and prancing like a fruit. Yes, I am eternal. What?
New episode of the Hate Buzz? No! Thank you for deporting us, everyone.
Thank you. I want to thank you for all of my supportings. Well,
he needs a lot of support because he's got big fucking floppy man boobs.
Let's get to more subscribers. And soon in the future, maybe, just maybe next year, in 2023, I might hit 300 subscribers soon. But we'll see.
Those are a lot of fucking qualifiers and descriptions and adjectives.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go unsub from him just so that doesn't happen.
Try diagramming that sentence.
Hopefully, in the future, in next year of 2023, soon.
How does
I will
a
hit 300
diagram?
subscribers,
I would,
maybe.
but I can't
How do you
reach
diagram a
cuneiform.
sentence? I
Yeah,
don't.
diagramming a
I don't
Nicky Gary
understand.
sentence is like opening the lament configuration.
There's a lot of things in life.
The chains come out and then you're fucked.
Yep.
We have such tards to show you.
You have such sights to show you. This isn't for your eyes. No.
That is essentially what the first half of this show is.
Well, you know,
yeah.
JJ is the fat one.
Yeah, of course.
He's Butterball.
Yep.
None of them are Angelica. That's the real curse of our hell.
Soon in the next further future videos. 200 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 200 subscribers.
Yes.
Well, that's enough of that.
I mean, I would say, Nick, if you had better content, you would have hit 200 subscribers much quicker than 3 or 4 years.
No. Literally, like, the signal to noise ratio on his channel is not great. Most videos are just Zelda music.
Yeah, except for that one where he's talking about St. Patrick's Day. It sounded like Civil War music.
Oh, yeah, you know, my dearest Maribel.
Like, that was something.
That was like almost, that was almost like a fucking deconstructionist masterpiece of a YouTube video. That was insane.
Well, and it was all text on screen. He wasn't talking at all, so I can't bring those.
That was fucked up. That was so bad. It felt like I needed to look for deeper meaning in it. That's all.
It's been a minute since I played the Sweet Noise Trio. Gosh.
I mean, we're finally getting into it. Are we doing it?
Yeah. I have 3 separate clips, but one of them I'll have to pause this after where the first stream ended and then play the.
Oh, he already
other
paused
audio.
it. Don't worry.
Good AIDS in your butthole. That kind of pause.
Tommy, I'm trying with these.
Hey, no, I was just being like.
Give me come with some AIDS.
I was being what, reductionist, I guess, reducing it down to like a base retard level in my joke. I don't know.
Thou base retard.
I debase myself.
Do you really? I feel like I'm the only one on here that kind of does that on the rag.
I'm debased.
On the rag?
I'm debased.
I am on the rag. See, just like right there.
Debase.
This one's just this clip is long and it's just called Birthday because it's three streams all in one.
Birthday Cobes. Birthday Cobes.
This was fucking something.
So
this was the Hate Bus's Saturday night.
Well, and it all started with 3:30 in the afternoon with the first stream.
Yeah, this shit went on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And ended about almost 2 up my time, mine and Jub's time. I don't know.
I literally had to go to bed. I was a very sleepy boy.
Oh, it maybe 1 o'clock-ish, but I did finally grab the audio around 2.
It felt like it was my birthday with how much good shit was
Oh
in
yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Saturday night is it's the fucking people who are in the Cobraverse. It's their fucking birthday and not his.
Yeah, it was almost. I think Tommy and I were the last ones left in VC, and I think it was almost 3 a.m. when we finally cut out.
Well, yeah, because I was just waiting to where I could grab the fucking audio from the video in case he deleted them.
Yep.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
But oof.
It's your boy King Cobra, and it is my 31st birthday. The drink combo is called a Cobra's Creamy Cake Drink. It is Pinnacle Cake vodka mixed with A&W cream soda.
Homo.
So the vodka was like a 750 ml bottle, and this stream was an hour and 23 minutes, and he finished the whole fucking bottle. So we're gonna see what happens.
I think you posted in here. You were like, "This guy just drank a 750 of vodka in an hour and a half," and everybody else was like, "Wow, that's crazy." And then I was in the corner fidgeting nervously.
Yes, but you've seen Cobra on 3 beers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was what's the problem? Hey, Clint, please take me Olive Garden.
Like on 3 beers, he's already slurring and shit. This is an entire 750 of fucking 40, like 40% vodka or whatever.
The thing was, his dad was, on his way over to take him out to dinner, and this is when he decides to get fucking completely hammered.
Yeah, his dad was supposed to show up at his apartment at like 5-ish to pick him up for dinner.
He like calls me, he's like, "Hey Cobra, I'm gonna pick you up at 5." He's like, "Okay." It's like 3:30, and he's like, "Oh, what am I gonna do?" I know, drink an entire fucking 750 of vodka and stream. Good life decisions you make.
No, I'm not trying to glamorize alcohol, YouTube, but want to call it a girly drink? I call you a sexist because there's no such thing as girly drinks. Like, dudes should be allowed to drink White Claws without being called a faggot.
Dudes can drink White Claws without being called a faggot? Yeah, that was like 2-3 summers ago, dude. Like, everybody was drinking fucking White Claws, man.
I mean, he doesn't know what fucking year it is. He was talking...
I'm sorry.
Just gonna say that he has no idea what fucking year it is because he's talking about, bringing up examples of hot chicks. He was talking about Pamela Anderson.
That's true.
Well, and then talking about women fantasizing about, and then women fantasizing about Fabio.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fabio, he brings up Fabio a lot.
Yeah, he thinks it's like 1993 still. He got no fucking clue what's going on.
He was,
there's a slight difference between a White Claw and then like Pinnacle Cake vodka mixed with cream soda. All right, one of those is a little bit girly.
A little bit.
I mean, it got the job done.
And by a little bit girly, I mean like a drink made for like little girls with frilly dresses.
I mean,
which is what Cobra is.
He didn't go the Goldschlager route, so I guess I'll give him that. I don't know.
Goldschlager.
Know what I'm saying?
Good shit.
Back when I could still go to the CY liquor store.
My bathtub.
Ew.
Stop eating
gold dust on his
Stop eating gold leaf and shitting.
In the bathtub.
No such thing as girly drinks.
I'll do it anyway.
Like, dudes should be allowed to drink White Claws without being called a faggot. You know what I'm saying? Back when I could still go to the CY liquor store and get alcohol.
Oh, what happened, Cobra? What happened, Cobra? Why can't you go to the CY liquor store and get alcohol anymore, Cobra?
I went in there and I got me a...
He says the trolls got him banned. So.
Yes.
The trolls?
Yeah.
You're trolling yourself.
Oh, this is one of his stories that totally fucking happened. He tells this one quite a bit, but I don't know
King
that
Cobra JFS on YouTube is a racist.
But I don't know that I've ever included this specific story on the show. I don't remember, so...
Dudes should be allowed to drink White Claws without being called a faggot. You know what I'm saying? Back when I could still go to the CY liquor store and get alcohol, I went in there and I got me a Steel Reserve Blue Raz. And of course the rodeo was in town. And this cowboy standing outside smoking his cigarette looks at me and he's like, "That shit's for pussies." So I looked at him and I said, "I like getting of-age pussy." And then I started humping the can. Like I had the can. I didn't take my shit out. I just, the motion of it.
Oh, you didn't pull your dick out in front of the CY? Oh, good job. Congrats.
The only part of this story that happened was him humping the can.
Yeah.
I'll believe that.
Also, he mentions that because he frequently does pull his junk out in public.
Well,
and this is one of the rare occasions where he didn't.
But
his go-to move.
But the thing is with this story is the guy didn't see a Steel Reserve and be like, "Oh, that shit's for pussies." That didn't fucking happen. And then why is your first?
What he actually said was that shit's for homeless people.
Well, and Cobes, he's afraid of confrontation or even looking like another human in the eye. So there's no way he looked at the dude and said, "I like getting of age pussy," and started humping the can.
He would have just whined, "I'm autistic, leave me alone."
Yeah, he would have been like, he'd be like, "Leave me alone, dude," and then shuffled off.
And he would have gone on the internet and be like, "I should have fucking pulled my knife on him."
Yeah.
He called me a faggot, then he got in a car accident, and he yelled, "I just got in a car accident!"
That's the best story.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good one.
He's like, I was walking down the street, and this guy in a Ford F-150 rolled down the window and said, "Cobra's a faggot on YouTube." And then he crashed his car, and he said, "I just got in a car accident."
And he heard him from like half a mile away yell it. Like,
I just got in a car accident.
King Cobra's magic is real. I just got in a car wreck. Fuck. I started humping the can, acting like a complete deranged weirdo in front of a fucking liquor store. You two. Like that's
oh no, Cobra is subtle and quick to anger.
like that's the big admission from that story is like, I'm a fucking psycho in public. I start pantomiming sex in public on the sidewalk.
I guarantee he's definitely humped at least one Steel Reserve can in his life.
That's how you get wanker scabs. You cut it on the aluminum.
Oh,
wanker scabs,
wanker all the way. I know that's not what song you were doing.
You're not supposed to wank a girl.
Oh yeah, ask Cobes.
Yeah, dude, it's like it's just like a boner. It gets hard when you rub it.
Yeah, men and women are the same, except for women have kids and stuff and have periods, but dicks get hard and clits get hard.
You gotta give your girl a reach around.
That's true.
And you have to have her slam the back of her head into your face or something while fucking. I don't know.
That was an interesting one from this week.
Reverse cowgirl.
Reverse cowgirl, where she just lies completely horizontal,
laying down on her back on top of you. Reverse cowgirl.
so she headbutts your fucking teeth.
I call that position the Cobra's fang.
I also love it when she's like crushing my sternum.
Well, I love that, but only if she's doing it with high-heeled shoes.
Yes, please break my ribs with your stilettos, babe.
Judd's thinking of Marine right now.
Don't go king shaming.
Now, just so everybody knows, Bobson did not say Jub's thinking of Marines right now.
No.
Just to be clear.
Not fucking G.I. Jane over there.
Whoa, you're gonna get slapped by Will Smith. Don't fucking talk like that.
No, God. Don't bring that up. You give me an aneurysm.
No, it was a joke about G.I. Jane Part 2 because apparently Jada's head is like shaved because she has alopecia or something. That was the joke. That's why fucking the slap happened. Anyways, I don't care if it's real or fake.
Slap just be like, what the fuck? Did you just reference G.I. Jane in 2022?
Yeah, but it was G.I. Jane Part 2 because her head is bald, just like Demi Moore fucking Jungle Bush's head was shaved.
Let me tell you what's going on with this Will Smith crap. It's all a conspiracy by Big Negro to distract us from the true debate which is going on between Biggie Falls and Splat Albert.
I mean, the debate was settled. The poll's over. I lost.
I even went with Splat Albert, and now I'm getting like the voters remorse.
Biggie Falls is...
they were all pretty good, but had to go with Splat Albert.
I get it.
Biggie Falls is like a grower, not a shower. That's
in case anybody doesn't know, apparently down was it in Florida that it happened?
Yeah, Orlando.
Yes.
This big nigga apparently wasn't strapped into a carnival ride correctly and fucking fell out and died.
And I may or may not have photoshopped him like hitting the ground with the slide whistle noise. The Photoshop. No, that's not photo. That's the video editing. What? Huh?
Yeah. Stop motion photoshopped it, and
I see sounds, man. Whoa.
What do I want for my birthday? I want to win the lottery and build my clock tower dream house. That's what I want.
That's not going to happen because you didn't play the fucking lottery. Nice try.
See, if I'm going out to eat with my family for my birthday, I don't want to be a stinky boglum.
He doesn't want to be a stinky boglum when he goes out to eat
after
with his
drinking
family.
an entire 750 of fucking.
I cut off the part where he shilled tactical soap again.
Oh, that's what it was. Listen, you're not like a dish in the sink, and you wash the dish. You're not a plate. Buy some soap.
Yeah, buy bathroom soap instead of dish soap to shower with or something.
Don't buy soap from sunglasses or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got such a boner for this $11 of fucking bar soap, dude. I get an entire
Pretty
8-pack for less than that.
So what's a horse's...
Brought to you by Dial, the bottom shelf stuff.
Brought to you by fucking Suave.
I wish I was kidding. I'd buy Suave and Dial, dude. It's fine.
Brought to you by fucking Safeguard.
No, this episode of the Hate Bus is sponsored by Simply Safe. Secure your home like a retard or whatever.
Oh yeah, fucking I don't know.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, Ridge Wallets.
Brought to you by Ridge Racer.
Ridge Wallet.
Yeah, I wish we brought to you by Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer's fucking awesome.
Yeah, sneaky bomb.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ridge Race War. Sorry.
Ridge Race. It's Race War. Ridge Race War. $599 US. Remember that, guys?
Clock Tower Dream House. That's what I want. See, if I'm going out to eat with my family for my birthday, I don't want to be a sneaky boglum.
Now it sounds like he said a sneaky boglum, but he was trying to say stinky.
I mean, he's going to be a stinky
no way-
boglum no matter what.
There's no way you can pull off a stealth mission with that stank.
And the way he shuffles
What
around.
was that smell?
The way he shuffles around and stumbles around later that Saturday night. There's no stealth involved.
Whose stink trails are these?
Wacky old man with pants full of poop walk he does.
I've never seen IRL stink lines before.
What's a horse's favorite Pink Floyd song? I heard it was Hey You. See what I did there?
No.
I made a joke.
It
I
was
made
bad.
a joke.
It was really bad. You feel bad.
The second I made a joke is like filled with is like childlike wonder about making a joke. It kills me every time.
I hope you include the conclusion of this mini arc of the joke.
Oh yeah, of course I did. Come on, bro.
Because it's pretty great.
What's his favorite Pink Floyd song? I heard it was Hey You. See what I did there? I made a joke. I made a joke.
No, you didn't.
Support the idea of killing sickos.
What?
There was like no pause between those two statements.
Well, he made
that wasn't edited.
After the second I made a joke face where he looked really pained, then he throws in I support the idea of killing sickos. Just out of nowhere.
Literally, just this happens in sequence.
Apropos of absolutely nothing.
That's where he started having the facial seizures, and he was trying to like play it off as if he was like chuckling
laughing
at
at
his
his
hilarious
joke.
joke.
Yeah. I made a joke.
And then, along with the seizures, the brain reset, so he went immediately into the
Senpai,
sickos
look,
life.
I made a joke, woo.
Well, he's been throwing that in a lot. There was another clip that that was in these streams, and I don't think I included it in this one, but he said one sentence, paused, and said, "I support the idea of killing sickos," and then continued the fucking sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think this is the result of? Like, he says something, immediately visualizes himself raping a 3-year-old, and then has to banish the thought? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Who knows? There's so much cumulative neurological damage at this point.
I don't know if it's intrusive thoughts or this stuff is just on his mind so much that it haunts him.
Right.
I don't know. I can't tell either way.
Gender relations.
For once, I'm on Jub's side.
Wait, were there sides here? What's going on?
I didn't realize there was different sides to this argument.
I'm willing to kill over my side.
What? Whose side is what? I didn't know there were sides. Did I miss part of the discussion?
Listen, are you against me?
Right now I am because I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to save the rest of this for later.
I'm going to save the rest of this for later. He did not, in fact, save the rest of that for later.
By later, he means like,
leave it for later.
He means like 3 minutes later.
He did not, in fact, save it for later.
I'm going to save this for later. Directed by
I'm going to save the rest of this for later. I don't want to get too drunk before birthday dinner.
I don't want to get too drunk before birthday dinner.
Because then my family will be like, Josh, you been drinking? What gave it away? Was it my breath?
After that fucking drunken exhale, like being obnoxious on purpose, was it my breath?
He sucks.
No, fuck
He
me. It's
sure
almost
does.
5. But I get to drinking.
Uh-oh, it's almost 5. Better get to drinking.
That's not the correct answer.
And if you remember the build up to this, Clint said he was going to be coming over at 5.
Yep.
Patrick Sour show.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think you can see where this is going.
I gotta go back a little bit to catch that whole clip because he really fucking bumbles his speech in this. No, too far. Oh, whatever. Right there.
My family will be like, Josh, you've been drinking. What gave it away? Was it my breath? Fuck me, it's almost 5. But I get to drinking, grabbing a quick tactical sour show.
Tactical sour show?
Yeah, a quick tactical sour show.
Tactical sour show.
Well, every time I watch a stream, I'm like, this is a sour show. I hate this.
I was confused. Even if that was in like proper non-drunken English, that sentence would.
Yeah, if you said tactical shower soap, what the fuck?
Yeah.
As opposed to your non-shower tactical soap, I don't.
I'm always taking tactical showers. I get
yeah,
before I get in. Yeah.
I have
my plate carrier.
Well, I have non-metallic blades hanging in the shower just in case someone sneaks up on me.
Nice.
Yeah, dude,
when
I'll
I'm
fuck
in the heat
around.
of battle, I have the ability to look all over my body.
No, that's just when you're in heat. That's totally different.
Can showers bloom on a battlefield?
It is your cult leader's birthday. This is.
Oh, okay. So this is.
Oh boy.
I gotta page over to a different app to play what happened in between those two streams.
This is like exclusive content.
So what had happened was
I did not obtain this audio other than downloading it. So what somebody did is used a web app to force a 3-way call. They spoofed Clint's number, they spoofed Josh's number, called each of their phones. So Clint thought Josh was calling him.
Yeah.
Clint thought Josh was calling him. Josh thought Clint was calling him. And I cut out the parts where you could still hear the phone ringing in the background. The conversation is the important part. And this is actually Clint's voice, I can tell.
Yep.
Hey, Josh.
What's
what are
up?
you doing? Just got doing my live stream. I wanted to take a quick shower and I was going to give you a call.
Josh, you're drunk off your ass.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are, Josh.
No, I'm not.
You can
You
barely.
don't know drunk. You don't know drunk off my ass, dude.
You don't know drunk off
You're
my
not
ass,
drunk off
dude.
my ass.
You don't know drunk off my ass, dude.
Dude!
Forget it, man.
Alright, whatever, bye.
Yeah, so
Forget it, man.
Alright, whatever, bye.
so somebody forced a 3-way call through a web app and caught that audio.
Which is pretty fucking amazing, pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a vast majority of the audio in tonight's Cobra stuff is the one where it sounds bad.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
So at the end of his last stream, he was doing vocal covers. So he plugs in his headset mic and all that stuff and was singing. And but he forgot to unplug the headset mic when starting up the second stream.
Because he's drunk.
And retarded.
So the whole time, it's going to sound not great. Plus, in some of these clips, you'll hear his phone vibrating on his desk because the headset is on his desk and not on his phone.
That's Clint attempting to call him to do a welfare check.
Clint and trolls and everybody fucking trying to get a hold of him.
The trolls.
And I mean trolls in a loving sort of way, not the way Cubs uses it. I mean people that just want to say, hey, haha, you fucking retard.
Dummy.
A glorious day to celebrate. Guess I'm not good enough to celebrate my 31st birthday with my dad. My dad showed up to my apartment, said, "You're too drunk." And I'm like, "Really? I'll show you drunk. Fuck off, dude."
I'll show you drunk. Fuck off, dude. You're too drunk. Really? Yeah, Cobes, you blasted through a 750 of fucking vodka in an hour and 20 minutes.
You know, I feel like I'm going to regret saying this, but this might be Cobra's low point. This was really uncomfortable.
He'll always go lower, Jub.
For now.
Always.
But this was... Can you imagine?
He will always dig through the bottom of the barrel and find a new barrel.
So you're a grown-ass man. First of all, can you imagine caring about your birthday as a grown-ass man? That's pretty gay. That's something for little girls. But
I mean, other than your family's like, hey, let's go grab dinner for your birthday. You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
and
so
that's
you're
it.
going to go birthday dinner with your family?
Yeah.
So you're like...
Yeah, my folks take me out.
Better time to get a drink.
Well, there was stuff earlier in the week.
And then your parents come over and see you like that and say, "Nah, dude."
Well, there
I
was
would actually kill myself.
Okay, so I've got to lay some stuff out about I kind of called this weekend happening, not because I'm a genius, but because Cobes is so fucking predictable.
He's a real genius. He's like, "Hey guys, you know the great Karnak. I bet Cobra would be a drunken asshole."
Well, no. What it was is after our show last week, he was streaming in the middle of the night, and he was getting real bitter and shitty, and he was getting real bitter and said shitty things about his dad on Tuesday morning. and his dad
Which
had
is a very smart thing to do when like you're literally like an incompetent human being.
and then his dad
pays your rent.
texted him during his stream saying his account was overdrawn.
Oopsie.
And Cobes is like, all he has to do is say, "Hey, I'm fucking proud of you," instead of fucking telling me my account's overdrawn again. And then
one is factual information and one isn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, show's interrupted. It's lunchtime. When I announce that I'm back, it helps if the microphone's on. I've got chicken and ratatouille. So I'm going to enjoy my lunch.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't texting you. Well, and I think he basically was saying, "Hey, you probably need to go to fucking bed, and your account's overdrawn. It's fucking 6 a.m, Cobes, and you've been streaming all night." So, but he was getting real shitty about his dad and real shitty about women and everything. Even on Monday, he was getting real bitter. So I said, "Man, his birthday's gonna be a fucking ride." I fucking knew. I fucking knew what was going to happen. The bitterness was building up the closer it got to his birthday. So, I'm not a genius. It's just Cobe's easy to fucking predict.
He's a grumpy boy.
Yep.
Fuck off, dude.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say you told us all, that he had gotten fucking hammered, right as his dad was coming over to take him out, and we were like, oh, this ought to be fun.
Oh yeah.
And then like a little while later, it's like, oh, he was too drunk. Clint refused to take him out, and he just started live streaming.
I'm not good enough to celebrate my birthday.
And it was all
have we familiarized?
All of us hopped on VC. It was like, there we go.
Have we familiarized the audience with the concept of the Tard loop?
Not specifically, but Cobes has gotten real bad at this. The more he drinks and everything else, and his neurological degeneration from spray painting and huffing cologne and spice and everything else.
Having sex with dudes, that kind of thing.
Well, he probably caught a parasite from that. I believe it. So he does these things, especially when he's drunk. He cannot keep track of what he's saying, so he keeps looping and saying the same thing over and over and over again. And that's what a lot of these streams were. Because, and then after, on the third stream, Jub, after I downloaded the audio and truncated all the silence and shit, it went from a 2-hour stream to an hour of audio.
Yeah, I know. And then it's just him bumbling around. He's like, I guess I'm not good enough to go out on my birthday.
Well, we've got a lot of fucking examples of him saying that. Well, not that specifically, but things he said around that and everything else. So
I can't even get blackout drunk on my birthday without being told, you're not good enough. That's what it feels like.
All you had to do was not get blackout drunk before dinner.
Ever, you're not good enough. And this is coming from somebody who's gotten blackout drunk before.
Well, he constantly brings up on my birthday as if this isn't everyday behavior for him.
Well, yeah, because he's a woman.
Like he just does this once a year.
No, he does this fucking 3 to 5 times a week minimum.
Mm-hmm.
But all you had to do was not get blackout drunk before fucking dinner.
Right?
You could have had dinner and then come back to your apartment and gotten fucking blasted. But you couldn't do that. You had to start drinking at 3:30 in the afternoon.
He has subnegroid impulse control. He's really bad.
Well, and he has no concept of money either. So as soon as it comes in, he's like, better DoorDash some fucking booze.
Gothic King Nigger JFS.
Like he doesn't even leave his He doesn't even leave his apartment to go buy booze anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck you, it's my birthday.
Well, I get it.
Well, that's the part where he's a woman.
Then every day's his fucking birthday, according to his logic here.
Oh my god, that's the way to do it.
And he said, we'll celebrate your birthday tomorrow. And I'm like, personally, right now, I'm like, don't even bother.
Yeah, well, you didn't say that to your dad. You're saying it to the YouTube stream because you're too much of a queer to say
we
it
have
to his dad.
auditory evidence that you did not say that to your dad.
No, I'm not. You don't even know what drunk off your ass is. I'll show you drunk.
I'm looking at it right now.
I'll show you drunk, Dad.
I really want to strangle him sometimes.
Well, it's pure oppositional defiance disorder, though. Every time his dad says something, he has to go the exact opposite way every fucking time. So he's like, you're drunk off your ass. I'm not drunk off my ass. I'll show you what drunk off my ass is. Like, oh, yeah, get owned, Clint. Your son's fucking destroying his liver. Get owned.
The spoiler alert is that he was actually already, in fact, drunk off his ass.
Oh, yeah. He was stumbling around in that fucking first live stream.
He was doing the old man walk.
Yeah, he was doing the toddler wobble, the fucking Ozzy Osbourne shuffle.
He fucking shoulder checked the corner of the wall next to the kitchen, something fierce. I synced it.
He did it multiple times throughout the day.
He probably got an owie.
I'm like, don't even bother. All you had to say was, yeah, son, I'll take you and celebrate your birthday. Who cares how drunk you are? We'll make this work.
I don't want to take you out in public, son, because you're an embarrassment. Would you have preferred him to say that?
And this is coming from somebody who is in a Blue Man Group tribute band.
Yeah, and there is such a thing as too drunk to be in public. Cobra.
Yeah, absolutely. If he had one or two,
in fact, it's actually it's actually a crime in Casper.
Well, and if he had one or two beers during the stream, that would have been fine. You can have a couple beers, but
he literally couldn't walk.
Yeah, but he also
can't take somebody out in public.
He also says, "Oh, I can't have a couple drinks before going out." So I'm assuming he counts that whole 750 ml bottle as one drink.
Yeah, he was.
Wait, one bottle, troll.
I only had one can of beer and one 750 milliliter bottle of vodka.
Yeah, I had two drinks, troll.
Yeah.
Troll. Get on, troll.
Yeah.
I rule my haters' lives.
Troll dad troll.
Dad troll dad. Get fucked, dad. T Gothic King Cobra.
And fortunately, he hasn't deleted these streams yet, so if anybody wants to go watch it in front of their faces, I told somebody the other day that I think this is my new favorite trilogy.
I don't know about that.
I had so much fun watching these three streams.
Like it gets kind of like depressing towards the end.
Oh sure, but that'll turn around because I have some clips from his Sunday stream that he deleted that you'll be like, oh okay, fuck you.
Oh yeah, no, he was a real piece of shit on that one. I remember watching that as it went live.
Would it kill?
Oh yeah, to finish what my thought was, go to King Cobra JFS and you can watch these fucking streams from Saturday. Is what I was trying to imply to the listeners.
You know, his channel name is King Cobra JFS. I consider him King Cobra JFC, as in King Cobra. Jesus fucking Christ.
Or King Cobra FAS.
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Dad,
King Cobra crack baby over
oh hey, my son's an awesome rock star who's killing it right now. I'm so proud of my boy.
By killing it, he means his
being
body.
his liver.
Yeah,
and his brain.
Yeah, but he's like, well, my dad should have said this instead.
No, shouldn't have.
No, nigga, because if he hadn't said what he said, then he would have continued overdrawing your account like an idiot.
Clint's like, I don't have to say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Troll.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hey, we're still here, asshole.
Oh no! Don't bring that up again, please.
I'm like, personally, right now, I'm like, don't even bother.
Well, at least Cobra.
All you had to say was, yeah, son, I'll take you and celebrate your birthday. Who cares how drunk you are? We'll make this work. Would it kill my dad to be like, oh, hey, my son's an awesome rock star who's killing it right now. I'm so proud of my boy.
I'm so proud of my boy. What is
Why
there to
would
be
he write?
proud of?
Why would he write fanfic about you, Cobra?
Yeah, you do that on your own, out of your own fucking stupid head.
Cobra's going like full Gavin McInnes. He's gonna start singing the song.
God.
Like, why would your dad say that to you when you're fucking blackout drunk?
You know, when you're like a complete fucking disgrace.
I'm really proud of you, son.
Well, and apparently Sunday when he went out to dinner, he still wore those fucking pants. And they apparently
those pants have been thoroughly thrashed.
He's been wearing them at least 3 days in a row at this point.
Well, and he hasn't washed them since he made them.
Nice.
So what he is, he had jeans and then he just like spilled bleach on them, so he never washed them again. So they're like the chemicals are
the
like
bleach ate the
slowly
fabric.
eating its
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
It's, and then he's always like bumping into shit, so they're like just straight up fucking ripped. Like
Well, and hopefully he wasn't working up a sweat at any point because you can get chemical burns from bleach.
Yeah, that sure would be a
Cool.
shame if that happened.
Yeah. But apparently, apparently, what I put together from one of his short videos that he put out last night was that they had to stop by Walmart and buy new pants.
I was gonna say, hopefully he wasn't working up too much of a sweat, because in his case that'd be considered a gas attack with how much he drinks.
But like, so I think his dad was like, "Yeah, you're not wearing those out, so we're gonna stop by Walmart and get you some fucking pants, dude."
Walmart pants.
Boy. Like, would it kill my dad to be like, oh, hey, my son did it. He's the legendary King Cobra JFS.
Why would any
would
parent
fucking
talk
kill
about their
me.
kid like that? Hey,
It would
my,
fucking kill me to give him any praise.
I might
Here's
die
my
if I
kid,
say
I'd
something
like-
good about my son.
Well, you're a little weird, but here's my kid. I would have shot him.
but no, to just be like, oh, my son's the legendary King Cobra JFS. Why would any parent say that about their kid on YouTube?
Also, you're not legendary. Also, there's nothing to brag about.
I mean, he's notorious and infamous, but he's not legendary.
He's smelly.
Yep.
like, why would your dad be like, oh, my son's a rock star YouTuber, and brag about it? I'd be embarrassed to tell people my kid was on a YouTuber. I'd be like, don't ask me what my son does.
My son's a legendary unemployed filth goblin. Huzzah.
Listen, he's gonna take a tactical shower soap. He doesn't want to be a stinky boglin.
Mm-hmm.
My family doesn't give a shit about me. I'm just some YouTube celebrity to gawk at. When I show up to my dad or my mom's, I'm just some famous asshole.
No.
What?
Good.
Incorrect.
Kill yourself.
Infamous.
Incorrect.
I'm when I show up to my dad and mom's house, I'm just a YouTube celebrity for them to gawk at. Like, they give a shit about your YouTube quote unquote celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
I mean, I don't know
fucking
why they
care.
give-
They just want you to be
I don't
fucking
know why they would
normal.
I don't know why they would give a shit about him like at all, like ever.
Well, unfortunately, you know, parents are often connected to their children emotionally.
Like if I produced the cobra from my fruitful jub loins, I'd kill him and then myself.
Unfortunately, Clint is invested in denying all blame for Cobra's current state of
He's
affairs.
also invested in being a homosexual. That
Yeah,
like
exactly.
those weird softcore porn pictures.
Like, he's a huge faggot, and he's got to keep pretending that he's in no way responsible for Cobra's
But at the
condition.
same time, I also don't blame Clint for doing the bare minimum at this point.
He does more than the bare minimum, and I don't understand it.
The bare minimum would also be the one solution to this problem, and that would just be to like kill him with a pillow or something.
It would be you know, here, you handle your own welfare payments now. You're on your own.
You keep
It'd be
telling
like,
me
hey,
you're
does
a
this
grown
rag
ass.
smell like chloroform? And then you like slit his throat.
You keep telling me you're a grown ass man, and you called me a cunt on a live stream. Take care of yourself, faggot.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the bare minimum he could do to actually help his son, as opposed to as opposed to enabling all this bullshit and denying all responsibility for
But
it.
at this-
I couldn't do anything. He's got brain problems.
No, but everything at this point is Cobe's own making, though.
Yeah, Cobra's an adult, but still, Clint continues to facilitate and enable all this bullshit.
Yeah, he should have killed him back in middle school.
Before he could sexually harass and stalk women.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then he gave me a huge ass hug, like, I love you, Josh. I'm like, if you loved me, you wouldn't be like, you're too drunk to celebrate. You would have taken me out to celebrate my birthday, but instead it's like, no, you're
If
too
you
drunk.
loved me, you would have given me endless Cheddar Bay biscuits at the Red Lobster.
No,
okay, dude.
He
Did you say Chatterbait biscuits?
Yes, Chatterbait biscuits.
That's
no.
exactly. That's 100% what I said.
That's how you pay women on Chatterbait is Chatterbait biscuits. It's like lemons and stuff on D-Live. It's the same thing.
Yep.
But what Cobes doesn't understand is Clint. Okay, regardless of what any opinions about Clint, he did do it out of love. You're too drunk to go out. I love you. You're too drunk to go out. We're not doing this today.
I mean, it may be love, but also maybe I don't want to take my incredibly intoxicated son out to a embarrass the family immensely, b get actually arrested for public intoxication.
Yeah, and C, make it so we can't go back to the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Or apparently Crave's Diner in the parking lot of Home Depot.
Yeah, I would.
We'll get there. Don't you worry.
I would have taken Cobes. Here's your birthday dinner. It's the Sabrett stand outside Home Depot. Have a hot dog faggot.
He took him.
Here's your birthday dinner. It's like a lukewarm piece of Sbarro.
Well, no, they went to the Costco to get the hot dog and soda for $1.50 or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're a fucking loser.
Pizza.
So now my dad's starting to sound like the fucking YouTube trolls.
They just get him a melted Slurpee from 7-Eleven.
They don't even bother going to 7-Eleven.
Food hack.
They don't even bother going to 7-Eleven. They just fucking take unfrozen Otter Pops and cut the tops off and pour it in a cup.
Yeah, they tell him it's a drink combo.
So in this one of these clips, he calls his dad. He's saying his dad is just like his YouTube trolls.
The legendary King Cobra JFS.
I mean, he's actually right about that.
My family doesn't give a shit about me. Yeah. I'm just some YouTube celebrity to gawk at. When I show up to my dad or my mom's, I'm just some famous asshole. And then he gave me a huge ass hug, like, I love you, Josh. I'm like, if you loved me, you wouldn't be like, you're too drunk to celebrate. You would have taken me out to celebrate my birthday, but instead it's like, no, you're too drunk. You are a fucking loser. So now my dad's starting to sound like the fucking YouTube trolls that I deal with. My dad thinks I'm an embarrassment to the family, and I drink too much, and I'd rather sit in my apartment and fucking drink myself to death. Because I'm not going to sit here and be a puppet for my family.
I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and be a puppet for my family. Good God.
You won't drag me around in public while I'm fucking wasted. I'm not your puppet. Okay.
Whenever they take Cobra, they have to get the wheelbarrow.
They should give him one of those little tard leashes they use for stupid little kids.
Well, they take him out in public, but they're like, we're gonna go in the restaurant. You sit in the car. We'll bring your food out to you.
Well, they don't even need the harness. They just need to tie a leash around that dog collar around his neck.
They gotta put him on a choke chain.
They should get him one of those collar leash from the vet. He can't hurt himself.
Yeah, but then he started talking about if I could suck my own dick. I'm not wouldn't suck another dude's dick if I can't suck my own. But I'm wearing a cone, so. Like, ugh, Cobra, you're shit. You're shit, Cobra.
He's pretty awful. He's pretty bad.
And this
I can't imagine shit talking my dad like this, and then my dad being totally okay with it a day later. This is Clinton would have been fully justified, and if he were a real parent, he would have done this. But he
you don't understand. They didn't take him to Applebee's on his birthday.
Yeah, he should have just cut him off and said, "Here, your welfare goes directly to you. You handle it." I'm changing my phone number.
Well, during this stream, if Clint was watching this, and I don't think he was, I don't think he watches most of Cobe's content, of course. But if he was watching this, he would have been justified during this stream to come over and beat the shit out of him.
Oh, like I was saying at the time, I wanted
Which is honestly the only reason I kept the stream on. I kept waiting for that door to kick down, what's good, nigga?
Yeah, I would have, like I said Saturday, I would have had a lot of respect for Clint if he just kicked the front door down, walked in, and German suplex Cobra right there on
that was the I kept waiting for that to be the plot twist. There is a fun cap up to this, don't you worry. It's not quite that.
I mean, we'll get there. We're not even halfway through the 9 minutes of fucking Cobra shit in this fucking compilation. We'll do a little bit more before we go to break. This might take the whole show.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
We don't know. We don't know. It depends how much we bullshit and fucking make jokes. So.
Well, that is our job.
Yeah, it's what we don't get paid for. So.
Freaking dad is intimidated by my YouTube fame.
No. Nope. Incorrect.
My dad is intimidated by my YouTube fame.
You know, I have the same problem, Cobra. I feel you on that.
Yeah, you know.
Hashtag me too.
Every time I get in an argument with my parents, I said, "Do you know who the fuck you're talking to? I'm the legendary host of the Hate House."
Yeah, I did an impersonation of Christopher Cantwell once.
Yeah, I talked like a fucking dude impersonating Al Reeve. Do you know who the
Dad, do you know who the fuck I am? I talk about piss eggs.
It's true. I've heard him do it. Mr. Rorschach.
Well, we'll get to that fucking clip here too. About do you know who the fuck I am sort of shit.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be like, oh my god, you're too drunk. When I was a kid, when I started the whole Cobra Demon thing, my dad would talk to me like I was a fucking crazy asshole.
Yeah, you were believing in demons.
Yeah, you are a crazy asshole.
You were summoning demons.
You thought you had magic powers. No wonder he talked to you like you were a crazy asshole.
Crazy asshole.
Cobb's his asshole.
Don't trust Cobbs. Cobb's his asshole.
Taking me to psychiatrists. Oh, he thinks he has demonic powers. And now that I'm a famous YouTuber, my cult went somewhere.
My cult went somewhere. His cult went somewhere, Bobson.
Well, he does have demonic powers. They emanate from his ass.
And his crotch. And his fucking mouth. And
he does smell like brimstone.
I'm waiting for him to make a joke about a hat brim and brimstone, or I don't know.
Yeah. I made a joke.
I support the idea of killing sickos. Yeah, we all do. That's not a hot take.
Mm-hmm. I support the idea of killing sickos, and yet you're still here.
And yet he persisted.
But it did get worse.
Went somewhere. My dad's sitting there like, I want to bond with my son. And I tried. I share my tactical soap with my dad.
I gave my dad garbage soap made of fucking pig urine.
That absolves me of everything. That's like the $40 ashtray.
And there's a bit more to this clip that I still have, but like I shared soap with my dad. Gay? Like together in the same shower.
Your dad. Don't mind if I do.
My dad and I shower together, and I pass him the tactical soap. Come on, Cobra. He thinks this soap is a fucking cure-all for everything. It's amazing.
It's almost like he's a moron.
He's really weird with the way he gets.
I'm starting to think this guy's stupid.
I know.
It's just weird, like how hard he gets taken in by like advertising campaigns.
Oh yeah, no, he's the fucking, like, if he had more money, he'd be the best consumer on the planet.
No, that's not. If he was capable of actually generating income to spend on shit, like companies would fucking love.
Like he repeats every ad slogan. He's like, "Oh, '90s kids, remember fucking this Pizza Hut ad or whatever the fuck." Like, shut up. Who cares?
90s kids.
And where my 90s babies at? Shut up.
Yeah.
And he's stuck on like the "You're not a dish, you're a man" slogan from fucking Old Spice.
Yeah.
I think it's Squatch soap, actually.
Yeah, but he hates Squatch soap. He's like, would you buy Squatch soap from a company that also sells sunglasses? Yeah, maybe I would.
He's subverting their advertising campaign, all right? It's like guerrilla marketing.
Yeah, he's subverting their advertising by repeating it word for word.
It's guerrilla marketing in that, like, he's subverting, it's guerrilla marketing in that you'd probably be better off actually getting a gorilla to write your ad copy.
Like,
that wasn't that funny. I don't know why I felt the need to say
But yeah, he'd be the perfect consumer for a company if he had more money.
You made a joke.
I made a joke.
I support the idea of killing sickos. I am eternal.
I'm eternal. Cobra Cult.
With me.
I support the idea of killing Cobra.
Oh yeah. So.
And I tried. I share my tactical soap with my dad. I let him make wands with me, even though it's my wand business.
I let him make wands with me, even though it's my wand business. I let my dad do that.
Well, actually, what happens is he makes the wands now because he doesn't trust your fucking goober fingers with the lathe.
Yeah, your dad banned you from fucking using the lathe without him there.
Like you should be grateful that your dad's coming over and like hanging out with you.
Because
your dad doesn't kill you.
Because your dad didn't want to initiate the degloved Cobra saga or fingerless Cobra saga. Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for his scraggly hair or beard to get caught in that shit and get ripped out of his fucking face.
Oh man, faceless Cobra saga.
Oh,
That would
yeah.
be awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Doesn't he have any hair left to rip out?
Well, yeah, just not on top.
You don't have magical powers, he said. But then turn around,
right?
And as soon as I'm making magic wands to support myself, now all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, I want to support you in your business. But you said I didn't have powers. You mocked me and told me I was psychotic.
You mocked me and told me I was psychotic.
Okay, A, you are. B, spray painting sticks doesn't mean you have magic powers. C, making like $300 a year. It's not supporting yourself.
And just because you make wands does not equate to having powers. Lots of people on Etsy make wands and just sell them because it's fun for them to do.
Yes. In fact, I would go so far as to say everybody on the planet is capable of spray painting sticks they find. It doesn't make them all wizards.
I mean, would you really trust Nick Aguirre with that?
With a
With spray painting a stick? Yeah, maybe.
With anything?
He's better at editing videos than Cobra.
It's true.
As in, he actually edits videos and Cobra doesn't.
Exactly. As stupid as Nick Aguirre is, he actually edits his videos, unlike JJ or Cobra.
Well,
dude can't add.
I mean, Cobes
He can't
only
do simple addition, but
Cobes only has an iMac. He doesn't have all the beeps and boops.
yeah, you get more beeps and boops.
Oh, wait a minute. iMacs come bundled with fucking video editing software. Jesus Christ, Cobra. Get it together.
Beeps and boops.
Yeah, you gotta have all the beeps and boops.
Yep.
Herder.
I have 16 gigs of boops.
No, that's 16 gigabytes of weird Betty Boop porn.
Oh no! Oh no!
The beady boops.
Beady
beady beady.
How'd you guys get into my hard drive?
We got the computer with all the Betty boops.
Boop boopy doop.
Yeah, JJ loves it because he thinks you keep saying poop at the end.
I'm stupid.
Highbrow jokes.
He said fart.
I make poop jokes.
Oh God, I'm stupid.
Mom.
Oh God.
This is my happy place. I'm gonna finish this clip real quick, and then we're gonna have to go to break.
All right.
Told me I was psychotic and told me that's just your Asperger's. Kiss my ass, dude.
All right, it is just your Asperger's, bro.
Got him.
Kiss my ass, dude.
Got him, dude.
Dude.
No, it's
Get on, Dad.
No, one of the symptoms of Asperger's is not believing you're a wizard. It's your stupidity and your actual, delusions from your brain damage.
Well,
That's what makes me
his
think you're a fucking
inspirations
wizard.
for things come from weird places too. Because I'm a wizard because I watched and read Harry Potter. I smoke a pipe because I watched 101 Dalmatians.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's that kind of reasoning where he's like, I do this because some childhood thing. It's like people becoming furries because they watch too many Disney movies or something. It's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm starting to think the fundamentalists were right about Harry Potter.
Oh, they absolutely were. It leads people to be faggots and trannies. They were right.
Yeah, they all grow up to be retarded.
I don't know about trannies. Isn't she based now or something?
I mean, she just says, I don't want trans people invading women's spaces, and they're all like, you're a fucking bitch. Like, she's fine with trans people, so she's not based. But...
Yeah.
But whatever. It's time for Blake. It's time for Blake.
Blake.
I did not read what RFI was about. No, I did read
Bomb
about
at
it, but I don't
Remnants,
remember.
dude, the greatest band of all time.
Bomb at Gremlins.
Yeah, Bomb at Gremlins.
Bombing Gremlins, everybody, on the next RFI. We'll see you on the other side.
Open your eyes!
Episode 215, this one's all about a band called Vomit Remnants. They play death metal. They're a band that I see mentioned pretty often when people are doing the whole super retarded caveman, groove, slam, death, brutal, blah, blah, blah. Death metal speech that so many people seem to feel a pathological need to make. But outside of that, I don't really see a lot of like in-depth discussion about their music, which I think is a damn shame, because these guys are one of my two favorite Japanese death metal bands. The other one, of course, being Intestine Balism, that I did an embarrassingly long episode about way back on episode 92. In some ways, they are quite similar. They both started way back in the 90s, and they both take a really long time to put an album out. Vomit Remnants has been around since 1997. They've put 2 albums out, one in 1999 and one in 2017. Intestine Balism started in 1994, and they've only put out 3 albums in 97, 2003, and 2008. And whilst these two bands do not share members, the current drummer for Intestine Balism also played drums in the grindcore bands Butcher ABC around the same time that one of the ex-Vomit Remnants guitarists was playing bass in that band and doing vocals. Lovely. However, apart from those connections, these bands really couldn't be more different, Intestine Balism and Vomit Remnants. I mean, Intestine Balism are well known for being perhaps the melodic death metal band that is best at keeping the death in melodic death metal. For more about that, watch the Intestine Balism episode. I have a lot to say about that band. Whereas Vomit Remnants, well, we'll find out what their deal is. Both of these guys were both heavily influenced by Suffocation, but in the case of Vomit Remnants, way more so. Like, these guys probably wouldn't exist without Suffocation. And we kind of need to talk about Suffocation in general to get an idea of where Vomit Remnants are coming from. So if you don't know Suffocation, you should, if you're into death metal at all. I mean, everybody knows Suffocation. They're a death metal band from New York. Oh! And they're notable for being kind of unique in terms of how they influence other bands. And that there's tons of bands that literally would not exist without Suffocation. But whereas, let's say a band is like heavily influenced by Entombed and probably wouldn't exist without Entombed, you get like Entombed sounds like this. And then over here you got God Defied, and they just sound like... You know, it's pretty much the same thing. And it's pretty much like that with most death metal bands that are clearly heavily influenced by one singular band. They just kind of end up sounding like that band. But it's not like that with Suffocation. And I think this is because Suffocation has a very multifaceted sound to the point where you could almost birth entirely new subgenres out of it just by concentrating on one element. For instance, Suffocation was instrumental in the development of what we call like technical death metal nowadays, because they did stuff like this. You get the super complex drumming with these long, winding tremolo pick guitar riffs that then go into stuff like weird little transitions like that. They're big on these like odd rhythmic transitions between different riffs. Like these cascading dissonant note combinations. Then you got bands like Deeds of Flesh where they're like message received and understood. You know, they base their whole sound off of that. And by kind of laser focusing in on that aspect of Suffocation sound, they come up with their own sound that's still clearly heavily influenced by Suffocation. So you see the long winding tremolo riffs, those weird transitions, stuff like this. But not every band that was heavily influenced by Suffocation sound exactly like that. And that's because Suffocation has a lot of different signature facets to their sound. Another one of which is kind of underrated by the metal community at large, and that would be their penchant for including sort of a twisted sense of melody into their brutal death metal. This is most notable specifically on a lot of the songs penned by Terrence Hobbs in the early 90s. See, it starts out brutal, but it goes into these layered, weird, nasty melodic riffs that aren't mellow death, but still pretty consonant. Bands that heavily focused on this aspect of Suffocation sound in their own music would include Cryptopsy. So yeah, you know, they do the song that starts out pretty brutal with this weird fucking like polka drum beat, but then you get this cool little melodic bit. This one is Serial Messiah off of the first and best Cryptopsy album, Don't At Me. Other bands that were also influenced by this aspect of suffocation would be Vehemence, another one of my favorite bands, and Intestine Balism themselves. But we all know what the most famous aspect of suffocation is, at least amongst the modern middling IQ death metal crowd. You want to hear it? Here it go. The classic brutal death metal breakdown that originates with suffocation. Not only did it pretty much invent deathcore for better or for worse, but it also invented slam death, which is kind of what Vomit Remnants are considered. I mean, they predate the term, and whereas a lot of this music is categorized as being, you know, it's like so dumb it's great, you're like, it's just like so brutal and stupid, I love it. Vomit Remnants isn't really very dumb at all. In fact, they're a pretty complex sounding band, and they pull heavily from that aspect of suffocation sound. This band's style is heavily defined by Keisuke Suboi's drumming. In fact, he's been the only constant member of the band, and yet they haven't changed styles that much over the years, which leads me to believe that he wrote a lot of the music. Whilst this band's riffs are not melodically complex, they are incredibly rhythmically complex. The guitars themselves are almost played like a drum set, with the snare drum being the lower pitched chug riffs, and then the crash cymbal is the artificial harmonics. You know, that whack noise. And here we get to the breakdowns, which are Vomit Remnants' most famous feature. This one in Prodigy of Solitude is really cool because it introduces it very slowly and then it double times it. It's sort of like a very brutal circling of the drain into the abyss. These guys are big on that kind of songwriting where they give ideas a lot of breathing room. They gradually introduce new themes, often as the part of like a prior riff is then expanded upon into a whole new set of riffs. And they'll even hold on one singular riff for a while and just run it through a bunch of different texture variations, which is what they're doing right now. And then once that idea has been thoroughly explored, they move on to the next set of riff ideas that act as a counterpoint to what came before. It's a very mathematically precise band. So there's something that people like to bring up with this whole like breakdowns and death metal thing, where it's like, isn't that sort of like nu metal or even like a hip hop thing? Now with Suffocation, not really. In fact, Mike Smith, the most famous Suffocation drummer and kind of like the driving force of that band's sense of rhythm in the early days, has explicitly stated in interviews that he doesn't really care for like rap at all. However, at least in the case of Vomit Remnants, not only do they utilize the guitars like a drum, where like the chuggy bits or the snare, the tremolo with parts are like the double bass, and then the artificial harmonics are acting like the cymbals, they also utilize their vocals like another percussion instrument. To the point where it almost sounds like he's death growl rapping, albeit not nearly to the extent that you would see in a band like Dying Fetus. The degree of busyness in Keisuke Suboi's drumming is a big part of why this style works for me, whereas with a lot of other bands it falls flat. Cool little cymbal trick. And we get into another example of this band gradually introducing new ideas, where they run a set of riffs through a whole bunch of variations, adding and subtracting various elements. You see right here, they sped it up, and they added this weird little tremolo thing at the end. That odd dissonant bendy bit. I love that. And then it goes into a breakdown. Because it's Vomit Remnants, and they fucking love doing that. And I love it when they do it, because they're really good at it. That's not even to say it's all entirely pulled from the Suffocation school of breakdowns. Some of their songs even have like a decent amount of thrash influence in it, which is pretty interesting. This song is called My Blessed Sickness. It's off their first full-length album, and this is almost like if a Suffocation-style band tried to write a Megadeth riff. Just a really weird, interesting way of doing a very heavy thrash metal riff in a much more death metal style. And including a lot of like weird, twisted melodies in it too, like this odd little tremolo bit right here. The soul of this song is very much anchored in 80s thrash metal with these sort of like very staircase-style riffs kind of just going up and down. Here's another cool bit of their very clever songwriting where they sort of let ideas cross-pollinate with each other because they've got the thrashy bit there, right? But then they started introducing this weird slidey thing back into the thrash metal riff. But they're going to bring that back in a more notable context right here where they really like hammer in on that and repeat it. See how they gradually introduce this like weird sliding idea, and then watch what they do with this. Like the really heavy bass playing, then you got these layered guitars. Almost sounds like something off of the first At the Gates album, The Red in the Sky Is Ours. And then that leads into this like fucked up breakdown that's still utilizing that sort of like sliding melodic guitar concept, filling in between the chug. And it's still got that sort of like weird hip-hop-ish vocal cadence. There's a whole lot of interesting stuff going on in this song in particular. And then there's a cool little bass fill, leading directly into a guitar solo section that sounds exactly like something you'd hear on the first Suffocation album, but it's still got that weird thrashy riff under it that is very much unlike a typical Suffocation-style riff. I want to go back to that idea of they're utilizing harmonic guitar notes, you know, the noise, in a very artistic manner, specifically on the first song on their first album, where they use like a whole bunch of different pitched harmonics as an important part of like the main melody of the song. You see, these weird guitar noises are incorporated into the main melody of the riff itself, which I find to be rather interesting. I've also heard that happen in Argosland a lot, but obviously in a much less dissonant and nasty manner. And of course, we're building up to a full stop followed by a breakdown, where they're going to do that cool tempo variation thing again. Like right now, we're in the mid-paced version of this riff, and then it goes into the super fast version of the riff, which also incorporates a little bit of that weird harmonic shit from earlier. And then the counterpoint to this riff is fantastic. It almost has a little bit of melody to it in a very perverse way. I would say this is one of their most balanced sounding songs. It's very symmetrical, because you had that mid-pace part that then repeated itself in fast mode, and then the corresponding breakdown riff started out super fast and then went back into this more like mid-pace thing. It all sort of balances itself out in a very interesting way. The only real problem I had with Vomit Remnants is there's just such a dearth of material from them. Like, I've played you stuff off of their first album, and then the first two songs I played from them were off of the Indefensible Vehemence EP that came out a couple years after their first album. After that, they kind of went silent until a new full-length finally came out in 2017. I say kind of went silent because despite a lot of member shakeups, they were still putting out lots of demos and promos and stuff. And these promo tapes really showcase another new interesting addition to their style. For instance, this one from 2004, entitled Extinction of Worthless Humanity, which is a wonderful song title, shows them moving in a much more fast-paced direction, even compared to their already rather speedy material at times from earlier. And yeah, it goes into, you know, your nasty breakdown thing, but remember that really fast riff from earlier, because we're about to go into this weird variation on it. It's almost like a reversed version of it, but then it has this weird, like, diminished thing at the end of it, right here. And then the counter statement to that is an even stranger riff, where they're doing these almost kind of like fucked up voivod fill-in bits that tie together the chugs. Really am feeling this. Also, that drum beat right there is cool. It's simple, but it's atypical for death metal. And then it breaks down because it's Vomit Remnants. That's what they do. They do really good breakdowns. But more than that, they just write really, really good death metal. They have a very unique sound to them. I think that the fact that the drums are mic'd so strangely and he like incorporates pads and just like weird metallic snares and everything, honestly, rather than taking away from the music, it like adds to it. It gives it a very inhuman feel, and I enjoyed pretty much all of their material. If you're trying to get into them, their Bandcamp, they still have copies up of something called Collecting the Remnants, which includes their first album, the Indefensible Vehemence EP, all of their demos, and all of like the weird promos that led up to the eventual issue into their second album on 2 discs. If you act now, you can actually get it signed by Kensuke Tsuboi, which is fucking awesome. So go and do that if you like death metal, dude. Vomit Remnants fucking rules. Thanks for listening. See you next time.
О, настоящий медведь. Настоящий медведь. 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 Ой, мать моя женщина, медведь на мотоцикле. Паша, обгоняй с этой стороны. Стой тут медленно. Вот это да, вот это круто. О-о-о-о.
Trying to fucking hyperventilate, get lightheaded to get high before
He's
I start
doing
the
like
second half.
Kundalini Breath of Fire shit over here.
Welcome back to the second half, everybody. I did get a little lightheaded from that, by the way.
Nice.
Did you? You got
A little
lightheaded?
bit. A little bit. I was breathing in and out real fast. Gotta breathe fast.
Tommy was doing ASMR for us.
Ew,
that's another thing that didn't get included in this week's Cobra audio. Holy shit!
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Because
Fuck
there was so much good stuff from the birthday stuff. Like there was good stuff in those fucking streams when he was bitching about women doing ASMR and showing off their tits.
But then he did his own ASMR, and I almost killed myself. It was the worst. Where he's like face fucking the camera with his tongue. Like that was disgusting. That was gross even for him.
And even in the middle of his ASMR, he's like, "Oh, praise Lucifer, praise Lilith." I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing, you weirdo?"
That's the grossest thing I ever seen him do, and that includes all the times I've seen him masturbate, which is more than one. Sadly enough.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta watch internet mutants jerk off, I guess.
Hey, Jeff, got new Cobra jerking off image came out.
Hey, John, here's footage of Nick Avocado helicoptering his penis.
I don't like that one.
You like any of them?
You like the ones of Cobra jerking off?
I mean, they're funny at least. I don't like Nicker Avocado. It's a fucking, it's like a normie mutant. That's for babies.
Yeah, it's still gross when he's fucking helicoptering his penis.
Oh no, everything he does is gross. He's a thoroughly reprehensible human being.
And it's gross watching Cobes jerk off. I mean...
Yeah, but like Hobbes is like more fun to like make fun of and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about the ability to make fun of.
Like if we were gonna do like mutant stream, Nico Avocado, it would just be like that fucking like Scott Steiner thing. He's fat, like it wouldn't be that exciting.
This fat son bitch.
He's fat.
I mean, he
doesn't even eat his own poop.
He did ignore a woman getting murdered in the apartment over, so that's cool.
That part, that was
so wacky.
That's what's known as a Chad move.
Now, to be fair, the phone mic picked it up when they probably couldn't hear it. Mike, whatever mics they use, like mics can be pretty sensitive.
Mike Michaud, Mike Smith,
Mike Matei.
Mike Matei would have been like, haha, yeah. Mike Matei was actually the one killing the woman.
Well, he would have been like, I wonder if she's like on the ground diarrheaing into her own mouth.
Did you ever see? So like Mike's like fucking girlfriend is also a streamer, and someone did a supercut of every time they're both streaming at the same time, but they're playing different games on like different channels. And he did a supercut of every time you can hear like Mike screaming in a video game in the other room. Looks over like, whoa. It's pretty fucking funny. I don't know. I'm easily amused.
Although that's kind of nice though. So like if you're with somebody, they also stream too, and you stream at the same time.
Oh, they have a darn wholesome relationship.
But I'm saying like that's a good time to do your stream is when they're streaming too. So that way,
they did it on purpose.
Yeah. So that way you can go spend time with her when you're both done. Like that's kind of nice.
But it's just funny because they even like lined it up perfectly, so they like cut into like the room where he's streaming. He's like, "Fuck!" and then like in the other room, it's like,
nigger.
Yeah, well, yeah. It is Mike Matei, so
I assume. Okay, I'm not going to say everybody who's listening to our show has seen this, but the video going around of the fucking girl and her cousin or whatever in the bathroom, fucking blowing their brains out.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Apparently that took place at like a birth. Apparently that took place at like a fucking birthday party at the house.
Mm-hmm.
So all they had to do was hug me and say I'm a YouTube super.
So imagine walking into a bathroom after hearing two loud bangs and there's just two dead kids in the bathroom.
Well, niggers.
Yep.
They're still children. I didn't say they were human.
Tommy.
I didn't say they were human. I said they were children.
Racists. They were the juveniles of the negroid species.
And it was sure funny.
Oh man, that fucking trigger discipline was terrible, right?
Yep.
Right, everybody?
Wasn't great.
Did you see that video where they finally revealed like why
I wonder if
Ronaldo
it's
did not kill
loaded.
himself?
Squeeze his trigger. Oh, I guess it is.
Because the D's nuts guy was calling him.
Got him. He fucking got him.
Could never recover. He knew it.
He's like, whoa, whoa.
Well, it is what it is. Because it certainly ain't what it ain't. Just, it is what it is. Is a weird saying because you're just saying it is.
They don't think it be like it is, but it do. I'm glad that Ronaldo McNutt came back from the dead long enough to troll the other Josh Saunders into suicide.
Yeah, that nigga hasn't put anything out in 2 fucking weeks.
Coincidence.
And it was almost 2 weeks prior to that he had anything out too.
Yeah.
So he hasn't put out any real content for like a month and a half.
Uploading.
This is a delay. This is a delay.
This is a rant. This is a rant. This is a rant about my buster. This is a rant.
This is a rant.
This is a Tom delay.
It's a Tom Decay.
It's a Thomas Archibald Decay.
Horatio Archibald.
I didn't mean to dox your middle name. There.
It's Thomas Horatio Archibald Decay.
The third.
The 69th. Nice.
Nice.
This is a Dwiggett Jalapondro Rochigal.
I'm just
Jalapondro.
Jalapondro. Yeah. Jalapeno.
All right, so the video, right, which I'm not showing. So the girl, she's holding a gun, and it's got it's loaded. She points it at her cousin's head, and apparently, according to those that speak Ebonics, the word said was, "I wonder if it's loaded." She squeezes the trigger, and the cousin then is dead. Because, the thing to do, if you're wondering if a gun's loaded, is to point at your cousin's head and then squeeze the trigger. And then, off camera, she ducks down, another bang can be heard, and apparently that's when she killed herself. So, I wonder if the gun's loaded. The answer is yes, it was loaded. You dumb bitch. Yep, always check the barrel facing towards you, but always point it away at your cousin when squeezing the trigger.
I crossbred Alejandro with a jalapeno. Like, what? All right. I am eternal.
I am eternal.
That's one of my favorite outbursts from the week, though.
No, do you have all the clips in the second half of him like going all like Jim Jones? Because it gets pretty nuts.
Oh yeah, no more. I definitely got more stuff coming. But my favorite outburst of the week is Nick Aguirre saying, "I am eternal." I fucking love that.
Oh, I forgot he did that. Yeah,
I fucking love it.
And I probably shouldn't have forgot we did because you literally played that like an hour ago.
Yep. Yep.
Durr. It's me, Jump. Durr.
A durr. A durr. All right, let's continue. So, in case anybody forgot or started playing the podcast just over halfway through like a fucking dipshit.
Who would do that?
Because that'd be fucking weird. It's not like it's playing automatically and you just jumped in the middle, you weirdo.
I don't know why you gotta talk about our fans like that.
No, they don't do that. I'm just saying if a person did. I'm ranting at a fake listener.
Durr! I started the podcast halfway through. Durr!
Yeah, what would you do something like that?
Oh my god, that was like a fucking Newman laugh. What the hell was that?
Time to change my diaper. Durr! I don't know how podcast works. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to start with the second half of the podcast and finish off with the first one.
Oh my god.
But in case people forgot, in the 15-minute RFI, we're still playing Cobra content. And I apologize for having a ton of mutant content, but some people really enjoy it, so it's fine. It happens only every once in a while.
He was an excitable little guy this week.
Excitable? I don't know about that.
He was a drunk little guy this week.
I think he was the opposite of excitable. Nearly comatose? Nearly comatose, maybe.
Look, all they had to do was give him a big ass hug.
Yeah,
a big, proud of him.
A big ass hug, like a big ass cigar.
Oh, don't hug his ass. That's gay.
See, if you want a more positive mutant makes you feel good about life, my boy Smoking Essie. All right, his energy is infectious. I love.
Oh, it's an infectious energy. I always get weirded out, not creeped out, but weirded out about his obsession with sex being like a 50-year-old virgin or whatever he is.
Yeah, no, he is a disgusting weirdo, but
yeah. I don't hate the guy or anything, and
he's a disgusting greasy fuck, but he's like, oh yeah, baby, like he starts off every, oh yeah, baby, like the big ass cigar.
Hi, YouTubers.
Oh, he dropped the hi YouTubers. Now he just goes like hell yeah, like right at the beginning. He goes off.
Busted with the wide Reddit mouth. Hell
well, yeah, no, because when I was editing that for like the power metal music video I did, he opens his mouth and it stays open for like half a second before the hi comes out. It's super weird. He goes like, hi YouTubers, like it's just like wide open, like bugs could fly in, dude.
And it's like one of those things like my parents would say, like, close your mouth, you trying to catch flies or something?
No, I think it's like he's like sucking air in, so he can get out a really high energy high.
He's like Kirby.
He's a Kirby.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like a Kirby.
A pervy Kirby.
Hey.
He's Kirby, who's fucking Cobra like
Nobody's
Zombie
fucking Cobra. That's
Waluigi.
part of his problem.
And he's so depressed about it.
I spilled that drink and I never got a chance to tap that.
I haven't fucked Kirby in 4 years, and I'm so depressed about it.
Kirby gives that good suck. That was like a fucking Corey Floss.
I honestly didn't want to celebrate my 31st birthday with my family.
Yeah, you did.
You're a liar. I didn't
Yeah,
want
you
to.
literally spent like 5 hours bitching about how you didn't get.
I mean, I didn't want Cobra to celebrate his 31st birthday.
Wish granted. Happy birthday, Bobson.
No, unfortunately, he made it to 31. So,
happy birthday,
Cinderella.
Birthday, asshole. Happy birthday to you.
Feel privileged.
Oh yeah, he didn't want to celebrate his birthday with his family because he didn't want to feel privileged.
Hey,
shit.
Cobra, I've had it up here
Because
with you in your SJW.
I don't ask for it. I'm too drunk to celebrate my birthday, and I need help. And I'm over here like, the only thing I need help
He's Andy
with.
Gibson.
Well, he's talking about what his dad said. I clipped that part off because I'm tired of him saying my dad said this and he should have said that. Whatever.
Oh
But-
damn! See, I thought he was having like a rare moment of like self-reflection.
No. But the way he finishes off this line.
Alright, I'm too drunk to celebrate my birthday, and I need help. And I'm over here like, the only thing I need help with is getting laid.
Why would you say that to your dad?
That is super weird.
Hey, Dad, give me some of that bussy.
We need that dad dissociate.
That Clussy.
That's what Clussy actually is.
Yeah, it's not clowns, it's Clint.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's fucking getting that bussy from Daddy Nips. Like,
Bobson, why would you say such a
forgot
thing?
that he's Daddy
I'm-
Nips.
I'm
He sure is,
disappointed.
though.
fucking glass cutter Nips, Clint Saunders.
His pyramidal areolas.
Hey man, the dude works out and he wants to show off his upper body. Fine, whatever. It's kind of gay, but whatever.
No, it's more than a little gay, especially the way he does it.
He's wearing
like, wacky little Gulliver's Travels demons like
Well, he-
holding him down.
well, he
that art, quote unquote art, is really atrocious.
Well, he shops in the toddler section. I get it, but like, I got to find a shirt that's 18 sizes too small for me, tubes, so I can show off my
that
daddy
artist,
nips.
like he was like, hell yeah, I got commissioned to do like an album cover, and then he shows it to John Petrucci, and he's like, dude, that's kind of gay.
That artist is like, hell yeah, I did in fact get Photoshop yesterday.
And not even like current day Photoshop, like fucking late '90s Photoshop.
Yeah, I got Photoshop 5.
Yeah, look at this dank lighting effects.
Well,
I had to install Windows 98 to run it.
Well, he opens up Photoshop. He's like, look at all these filters. Don't mind if I do.
You know what, like the really bad stuff is when he'll leave like white space in where there's supposed to be like a transparency layer sometimes. Like on that one with like the lady where you see her panties and she's got like the basket of apricots. It's, like,
She's like
really
picking oranges, but they're morphing into mangoes or something. I don't fucking know.
I mean, you know, it had pantsu in it, so I can't hate it on it that much.
But the way the art was done, it reminded me of like a you know, that World War II like Rosie the Riveter type shit. I don't know why.
I'm telling, his shit all looks like fucking rejected Dream Theater album covers.
It's what's that? Or like
early 2000s Therian would have loved it.
Oh my god, Christopher Johnson be all over that.
Or like that one, or like that one Pink Floyd album that everybody has the poster of like the painted ladies' backs or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what a bunch of Clint's fucking Photoshop looks like.
Christopher Therian is like looking at the one with like all the demons and his like hard nipples. He's like, ew, don't mind if I do. Love your band, but your sense of aesthetics is atrocious.
Because I'm too drunk. You don't know who the fuck you're fucking with. Okay? I'm the leader of the new world.
Oh fuck. Dude, he's jumped Cobras.
I've been waiting for that. That was the peak of Saturday night.
No, you know what this is?
Let's hear that again for the listeners.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
You're gonna tell me I can't celebrate my birthday because I'm too drunk? You don't know who the fuck you're fucking with. Okay? I'm the leader of the new world. Our society's falling apart, and people are looking to me for commands.
Yeah. Yes. 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 This is.
No, you know what this
Yep.
is? It's fucking. So he's Gothic King Cobra, right? But you ever see the Stallone movie Cobra? This is like the speech the crazy guy gives at the end when he's got like the meat hook with the chain on it.
Yeah, but
this is like jumping Cobra universe.
But this
man.
is
This
Cobes
weird.
saying this to his dad while he's on a live stream. Do you know who the fuck you're fucking with? I'm the leader of the new world. Our society's falling apart and people are looking to me for commands.
No, yeah, like the leader of the new world, society's looking to me for commands. That literally happens in the movie Cobra. This is so weird.
In a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Yeah,
no, he's gonna
it's
be
called
like, I
Cobra's
want your-
apartment.
He's gonna be like,
Post-apocalyptic.
I want your eyes, pig. Yeah. Like, what's going on?
His old
So
apartment.
weird.
His old apartment before they had to remodel it was post-apocalyptic for sure.
Hey.
The fucking Casper nowadays, like the post-apocalyptic niggas, like move up there and like, shit, dude, I'm gonna keep moving.
Like there's some nice areas to Casper. Like there's money in Casper.
It's been from fucking Jeffree Star
and Kanye and who was the vice president?
Yeah,
under?
so niggers and fags, awesome.
Who was the vice president? Oh, Dick Cheney is around that area too.
Yeah, but that motherfucker looks like the Penguin.
I wish he was. But yeah, no, like there are nice areas. There is money in Casper. It's just a Cobes somehow, even though his family is like he grew up middle class and decent, in a decent, area or whatever. Like Cobes associates and is gravitating towards the dregs of society.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like I'm sure Clint's like, what the fuck? Why are you hanging out with these fucking felons, asshole? But
I mean, after that, he's like, no, Tyree, put it in more gently.
But yeah, do you know who the fuck you're fucking with, Clint?
I'm
the leader,
Cobra.
the leader of the new world.
The fucking Cobra speech.
And people are looking to me for commands. Nobody's looking to you for anything other than laughing at you, asshole.
Fucking 80s Stallone walks into the CY bar. He's like, go ahead, I don't show up here.
Oh, the dunks on his dad get fucking deeper too, dude.
That's always a good move, is just dunk on your dad. What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Literally the guy who pays all your bills and is responsible for your
I mean, even if he didn't, like, fucking don't... What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
That's not how you're supposed to be, you weirdo.
Yeah, unless
I understand. I understand you shouldn't in general, but it's particularly bad.
No, it's egregious.
That's the word I was thinking the entire time while editing all this. Is
oh really?
This is fucking egregious.
Yeah, that's a good descriptor for this whole series of streams.
It's a bit over the top.
Because I watched all of these on Saturday, and then I had to listen to all of them again on Sunday to put this together.
I'm sorry, Tommy.
Man. Better man than I did.
See, all I had to do was listen to Vomit Remnants. It was awesome.
All he has to say is, I hate my son. He's a fucking miserable piece of shit. He's more famous than I am, and I hate him.
Probably not.
And I'm jealous of his fame, and I don't want to take him out for lunch, dinner. That's all he has to say.
Literally so drunk he lost track of time.
Well, he loses track of time in other clips here too, because he was talking about, he's like, I turned 26. I mean, I turned 31 on the 26th, and then he's like, it's the 36th of March, and
that was great.
I think I included the 36th of March in this, but
that's a good one.
But yeah, he's just jealous of my fame. He should tell me I hate my son. He's a piece of shit, and I'm jealous of his fame. Like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
It'd be frightening to know how Cobra perceives the passage of time.
Probably the same way he perceives money. He has no concept of it.
Yeah, it's like just weird gaps in between. He can buy one, he can get more booze.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like in these streams,
his mind is constantly being afflicted by King Crimson.
And I didn't I didn't include the clips of it, but I think in the first stream he's like, all I want to do, I included the part all I want for my birthday is to win the lottery, and then but after that he said, and then I would go into my landlord's office and slap down $1 million and say, hey, give maintenance a raise. Oh hell, I'll slap down $2 million. Give maintenance a raise, and this is the rent for me and all my friends' apartments for the next couple months.
Yeah, but you don't have any friends.
Yeah, but $2 million would take care of way more than a couple months.
Now, speaking of King Crimson, I wonder if that's what he sees like every time he like drops something and it breaks, like the goblets in his hand, and then you see like, and it's broken on the floor. He's like, God damn it!
He hears that one song, seeing red again, seeing red again. That's what he hears.
Oh no, we were doing a dumb anime joke, but that's
I ignore them because I don't get them, so I move.
Unlike King Cobra,
that's part of our dynamic.
Unlike King Cobra, King Crimson just works.
That was pretty good.
Cobes has jobs, you fucking troll.
Yeah,
he has wands that he doesn't ship for 2 months. Okay?
Yeah, this ties back into not understanding how how money works, because he thinks selling a few wands a year for a couple $100 is supporting himself or making a living. He doesn't understand that $300 he makes every year is not relevant to his food and his housing.
Well, he's been massively increasing the charge on those too, by the way.
Well, with the new lathed ones, he actually dropped the price quite a bit because they were like
all I remember was
they were like 40.
I got mine for 26.
They were like 43 recently. I don't know if they've gone up since then, but a while back.
Yeah, but you don't want these new poser ones. You want the old school ones where you can see his pubes under the.
Yeah, but those ones he was starting to sell for like $200 a pop.
That's what I'm saying. They was getting spendy.
But what's really supporting him beyond the government money is the fucking pay pig donations. That's what's floating him.
Yeah, fucking Courtney and her scumbags.
That's where all the booze and stuff is coming from, is the fucking pay pig money. It's not wands. It's not fucking, and maybe a little bit of the merchandise because people are buying it ironically or whatever. And
Tommy, explain to the folks at home some of the great shirts he's got.
So he's got one. And this one's the most heinous and insane.
It's heinously heinous.
It's got a couple swordfish crossing their beaks on the front. It says that I like two things, fishing and fucking or something like that, but not necessarily in that order. And then on the back is a woman sitting on a dock with a fishing pole, and underneath in Disney font it says fishing. Nigga, you don't fish or fuck. Like, this is boomer bait truck stop shirt.
For turds.
Like, this is boomer bait truck stop shirt.
Well, those at least usually are spelled correctly.
Oh, and then he has one, I'd rather masturbate than procrastinate because at least I get something out of it. And there's like a monkey hanging from a branch on it and bananas.
Yeah, but
masturbate is spelled MASTERBAITE.
It's a little tricky.
But he spelled procrastinate right. Like, it's fucking insane.
Why not?
Like if you go to King Cobra JFS's YouTube channel, in the description of every video will be a link to his shop called Customized Girl. Click that link and look at all the fucking shirts in there. It's insane. They're all crazy. They're all fucking retarded.
My favorite one is there's like a flying V with a pot leaf growing out of it, and then it says guitar and pot in like a fucking Star Wars font.
And then it says why is it always the high E?
It's always the high E string because you're retarded.
Because you keep tuning up and tuning down your guitar, and you fucking stretch the string until it breaks.
Because you're retarded. I like the one that says "Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee."
Like, it's the most basic bitch shit and the most insane shit, and like it's fucking crazy. And in the last month alone, he's released like 20 new fucking designs.
There's one that just says USA and bacon.
Yeah.
Guys, bacon. This is like out of date with like Reddit memes from like 5 years ago.
Yes, bacon's delicious, but I'm not a fucking dork about it. Like,
oh my god, you're not gonna believe this. There's a new shirt. All it says is King Cobra JFS Cobra Cult. But you know how the rest of them say like such and such shirt? He spelled it wrong. It says King Cobra JFS fan shit, and I'm not kidding. You fucking go on the website right now. It's on there, dude.
But yeah. If you ever go to his shop, just take a look at it. Like, you'll be amazed about these designs.
This one's going in my cringe collection.
Cringe,
bro.
But yeah, it's insane. I love seeing his new shirt designs because they're fucking dumb.
See, there it is. You thought I was kidding. There it is.
What? Fuck you. I'm more famous than you, and you're jealous.
I'm so glad I'm not as famous as King Cobra JFS.
Yeah, suck it, Dad.
Yes,
come over here.
He did just encourage his father to suck his wiener.
Come over here and suck my penis, Papa.
Yeah, please give me fellatio, father.
Yeah,
cool, dude.
Clint could have definitely earned some respect back from me. He just walked in and German suplex Cobra at this point.
Just walk in and shoot him, dude. There's no coming back from this.
He'd have to do 80% British suplex, Bobson. So. This is the point at which everybody turned on Tommy for his terrible fucking jokes.
Good night, folks.
To be able to have a beer or two with my dad without
A beer
having,
or two.
all your accounts in the negative, and you're not popular enough on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because you cost your dad at least $1,000 a year.
That was like
paying your
freaking me out
overdraft
for a
fees.
second. I thought that it was like my phone in like the other room. I'm like, oh no, is there like a family emergency? I'm like, oh no, wait, that's Cobra being a retard.
Well, but imagine thinking that your dad actually said to you, "You're not popular enough on YouTube."
Like the whole phone going off, that was when this got depressing for me. I'm like, dude, that's his like family like trying to reach out to him. And he's just sitting there like, I hope he can suck my cock. Like, what the fuck, dude? That's like legitimately horrible.
I want like
stuff.
like serious, sad like PSA music playing in the background with that.
No, but like that was actually happening to me, dude. This stream fucked with me. I didn't like.
Well,
this
but
part.
I still maintain that the majority of his phone going off was people fucking texting him and calling him like that weren't his family.
I sure fucking hope so, because like Clint's a giant faggot, but he doesn't deserve that, dude. That's fucking rough.
No,
But
that's
Clint,
honestly depressing.
Clint enables and encourages it, so I mean, I can't feel sorry for him.
Yeah, but that's so awful, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
do something about it.
Well, he probably shouldn't have fucked that meth head in Ohio back then.
Well, apparently somebody texted Clint after this the second stream started and said, "Hey, good job standing up to Cobra's drunkenness," and Clint just texted back, "Fuck off." Which
to be honest, that's the appropriate response.
It is, because I'm sure he gets bothered all the time by fucking internet people.
I mean, I don't know what else you say to that.
Yeah, but I don't give Clint any points for that, because Clint's a piece of shit and a huge faggot, so fuck him.
Like, if my kid was a
did you
YouTube
see the
retard.
Blue Man Group dance routine he did? It was great.
Yeah, BLEW.
Because he get it, guys.
Yeah, because he sucks dicks.
He get it.
Or it's some
he
sort of
places peonies in his mouth.
Or it's some sort of
Wieners.
stomp thing or whatever, but a whole audience gets AIDS instead of the actors in the show or whatever.
Yeah.
He's just doing stomp, and he like runs out and shoves a broom handle up your ass.
What? Paused you, bitch. Like, oh no.
Yeah, I jerked off on that broom handle.
You know what? It's the fucking 36th of March. It's the weekend.
It's the 36th of March. It's the fucking weekend.
Yeah, it's leap march, everyone. Huzzah.
Yeah, like
extra 6 days.
We veered off the traditional Gregorian calendar.
Yeah, he's trying to bring back like the old Julian one. He's like adding extra days and shit.
We just keep leaving off the leap year stuff for what, 30 fucking years or whatever, and now
just like shove it on the end of March.
Now we have an extra 6 days in March.
Sweet.
Wake up, it's the 36th of the month.
You got a case of beer, cares. I'm being accepted by the 80s metal artists that my dad grew up listening to. His art's not getting accepted like my art.
He says, I'm getting accepted by the 80s metal artists that my dad grew up listening to, and his art's not getting accepted like my art is.
None of this is true.
He's talking about how his dad's jealous that he's a fucking rock star whose art is fucking global or something, and Clint can't get any attention on his fucking art.
But Clint like actually makes, like his art sucks, but he actually makes a living off of it.
And it takes effort, and he teaches people photography and shit.
You understand though, Wasp, Motley Crue,
yeah,
they're all hyping up. They're all constantly hyping up Cobra's.
Yeah, that's why nobody.
I want to see like Sebastian Bach like kick Cobra's door down and like kick his
the only famous musician that has actually bought Cobra's music is Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance.
What? Which is a very odd story in and of itself.
Well, because he's like, I listen to noise stuff when I do my comics.
Why?
And somehow he found deathbed tapes, and now he's pre-ordered Satan's Bell.
Like he literally has almost every Cobra album that Deathbed has ever released.
It's terrifying.
And he may.
I love
or
that Cobra doesn't even
That's
realize
fast.
he's signed to like a noise and power electronics label.
Well, and he also owns a Cobra Craft 1, and I think he's the one that was the recipient in that Deathbed Tate's box of the fucking cock holster.
Oh.
I think he has the
Shit,
green
I was a
panties
guest.
that Cobra had.
Yeah, the cock holster, the classic cock holster.
But like, he's like, I listen to noise rock when I draw comics and stuff. He's like, I listen to really strange stuff, and it just helps me do my art. He didn't say Cobra was good.
Troll Slayer.
Fuck. Welcome to the birthday.
This is the third stream. This is where the third stream kicks off, the one we watched Saturday night.
This is a bad one.
Oh yeah.
I don't have as much
Strap
stuff from that
yourselves
one,
in.
but the audio's better, at least.
Well, this is where he like started really tard looping.
Oh yeah.
Accepted
Blah blah.
by the 80s metal artists that my dad grew up listening to. His art's not getting accepted like my art.
Fucking retard. Fuck. Well,
So that he starts out the stream saying, "Hey, welcome," blah blah blah, and then he drops his fucking can of beer into his lap and yells at it, "Fucking retard, fuck." That's why I included that.
Yeah, yell at inanimate objects. It's always a good look.
Which I still believe was a proxy for himself. The beer was a proxy for him.
Yes.
No one
can't
told
even
that beer
spell
to be
proxy.
cute.
fucking retard. Fuck. Welcome to the birthday that nobody wants to celebrate. I want to apologize.
Aren't you crying
for being
about a little
born,
girl's
not
blouse?
only because I'm white, not only because I'm straight, not only because I'm cisgendered, but because my existence sucks.
Yes. Yes.
Correct. Yeah. True.
Yep.
Starts crying.
Earth is a stain of existence
Yes.
on humanity.
It is.
Yep. 100%. I wouldn't have worded it like that, but yep, I agree. You are correct, sir. Hey-o.
Times like this, I really wish there were like backwards messages in Judas Priest albums that convinced people to kill themselves.
I wish there was backwards messages in Ozzy songs saying Cobra's a faggot.
You're like, no, it says praise Cobra's magic.
Faggot.
Cobra's a faggot.
Well,
Can we bring that up? He fucked up his Ozzy karaoke he does at the end of this so fucking badly. Because he was picking like all the bad songs.
Well, and he doesn't
did, like,
he doesn't know
fucking
any of the
Flying High
lyrics.
again.
He doesn't know any of the lyrics.
Yeah, huge Ozzy fan. Biggest Ozzy fan in the world. Doesn't know.
Yeah,
the
but
lyrics
yeah,
to
no
any of
over
his
the
fucking
mountain, no
songs.
fucking shot in the dark. It was like Flying High again and Zombie Stop. Like, what
And
the
and
fuck
like
is wrong
Mama,
with
I'm
you,
coming
dude?
home.
He sucks so bad.
And he ends like each
Mama.
verse with "I."
Right? He
Yeah.
interjects that everywhere.
Yeah, it's like that thing that Ozzy did once at the beginning of one song.
Yeah.
He puts it at the end of every song.
I hate my dad, wanker scabs. Mama, I'm coming, blood. Like, what are you talking about, Cobra?
Oh no.
Oh, that's
That is
horrible.
funny.
Yeah, well, he's not funny.
It's the truth.
Funny looking.
I'm miserable. Life has lost its magic, and I want to die. But I'm going to wait patiently for that.
I want to die, but I have to wait patiently.
So do we.
So
Well, you know what? Unlike waiting patiently to get laid, the waiting patiently to die will eventually work.
yeah, well, in case some people don't know, the joke there is he's constantly saying the right hot big titty goth girl come along. I just need to wait patiently. But now he's saying it about death. So
Maybe he's waiting for a boy Calliope.
No, that's me.
Sucks.
No, I'm waiting.
My birth is a stain
Shut up,
of
you said she was
existence on humanity. It's
Yes.
the truth.
Yes.
I'm miserable. Life has lost its magic, and I want to die. But I'm going to wait patiently for that.
Well, here's the thing. I also want him to die, but I'm getting impatient.
Yeah,
well.
for real though.
And
If only he had a little bit more gumption.
and Cobes, don't worry, you'll die long before you get laid again.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm not saying I wasn't bouncing on, like my knees like a little kid waiting for him to actually kill himself on this stream, but the thought may have entered my mind.
And Cobra, you don't have to wait patiently.
It's true.
Well, no, because eventually somewhere probably in these clips, fuck suicide, dude.
I know, like what a poser.
Anybody tries to murder my ass, I'll murder them back.
People are like that was Warlord's problem. He was trying to murder your ass.
But if anybody murders you, it's impossible for you to murder them back. Just putting that out there, Copes.
Murder. He's getting his ass is getting hugged. Then it's getting murdered.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. If anybody tries to murder my ass, I'll murder them back. What?
I murdered my ass with some Taco Bell the other day.
But and that statement, okay, there was no other context around that statement. That just came out.
Well, no, he thinks everybody's like trying to kill him and stuff.
Well, but I mean, it's not connected to anything else that he was saying.
Listen, he hates sickos. Okay.
I know. He tells us all the time. I made a joke.
Fucking hate sickos.
And you know what? I don't expect any of you to kiss my ass.
Gross. wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I talked over that. Play it again.
Tries to murder my ass, I'll murder them back. And you know what? I don't expect any of you to kiss my ass.
And yes, I did amplify that a little bit. I was going to stretch it. I was going to stretch it and put a bunch of reverb on it, but I didn't do it.
I remember that going down because I think I was watching it with you guys at this point. You just like
I thought Jubb was going to hyperventilate when that one happened.
I'm not the most mature of people. He just fucking rips ass. You think he was like saving that up so for when he said "kiss my ass" he could like let it all loose?
Nope, I think that was purely coincidence.
That was the universe deciding it was time to let loose the juice.
Yep. Yeah, Cobes does not have like
literal juice.
He does not have that sort of time preference where he can plan stuff out. He can't do that.
So. See, my farts are always tactical.
Like your sour soap.
My shower soap.
The assassination of George Floyd.
The tactical shower soap. I hate sickos.
Be nice if my family could just be like, hey, you know what? We're proud of our delinquent King Cobra JFS. He's a famous YouTuber. He's doing things for the right reasons. And because he has good morals. And because he's a good person.
That's a bunch of shit. You know it.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hiss.
I'm sorry.
That was
sometimes
him,
he says stuff.
That was him huffing all of his own farts.
Because, Cobra, very moral person. A lot of
and he's a good person.
He's a wonderful person.
And if his family could just say, "That's our King Cobra," like what? Why would you? Well, and at one point, I don't know that I included the clip. I don't think I did, but he's like, my family could say, "Oh, our Lord King Cobra JFS." I don't expect him to call me that. I prefer they call me Josh. Yeah, because they do. They do call you Josh. They do not call you Lord King Cobra JFS.
No, nobody calls you Lord.
No, they call him King Cobra JFC. King Cobra, Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, your family is not referring to you as King Cobra JFS. It's not happening. Nobody is calling you Cobes.
Like, oh yeah, that weird wart that fucking Clint squirted into a meth head in Ohio back in the 80s.
Oh no, it's my 31-year-old STD.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to go out with my family and be like, oh hey, it's Lord King Cobra's birthday. Let's celebrate.
Yeah.
That's some pussy shit. No offense to women or cats.
He was talking about he was talking about suicide, and he said that's pussy shit. No offense to women or cats.
First of all, you shouldn't call yourself a bitch.
That's pussy shit. No offense, felines.
They're
like, I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about? I don't understand your fucking
My cat
language.
is coming to kick your fucking ass right now.
Oh,
good.
Shit.
My cat's gonna come back from the dead and kill him.
Oh, I hate that cobra.
No offense to felines, but that's
hashtag not
shit.
all cats.
Like, what the fuck, Cobra?
Hashtag not all nyan nyans.
If my family doesn't want to take me out,
Oh, this is when he started doing vocal covers again, so the sound went bad again. But at least he's wearing the headset.
No, this is when he covered fucking Zombie Stomp. Nobody likes Zombie Stomp.
Well, your family does want to take you out. They just want you dead.
Oh, like, yeah. Yep. You know, like, we're going to whack him, see? Like the big-ass cigar.
Don't ever smoke ass cigars, by the way. Don't do that.
Oof. Oh, what?
Or can.
It's like Kopi Luwak, but tobacco. It's great.
It's just made of poop. It's just poop.
Mama.
You get the civet cats to eat the fucking tobacco. And
they smoke this poo-poo.
That's why people are like, hey, you want to smoke this shit? That's what they're talking about.
This is some dank ass shit.
It's just like a bag of dog poop. The guy looks up at you, got him.
You know, if my family doesn't want to take me out for my birthday, then they don't want to celebrate the greatness that is King Cobra, and that's not my fucking fault, dude.
They don't want to celebrate the greatness that is King Cobra.
It literally is your
Fuck
fault.
off, it's your family,
to,
dude.
they were willing to put up with your fucking stench for like 2 hours.
Yeah, all you had to do was not get fucked up before then. That's all you had to do. That's it.
It's amazing. Yep.
All you had to do was not start drinking a fucking 750 of fucking vodka at 3:30.
750 of vodka. She wouldn't give it to him.
Like it's the tiniest step that you have to take. It's a bare minimum. Don't get fucking blackout drunk in an hour and a half.
Challenge level impossible.
God.
Oh, dude. I'm so fucking pissed off right now. I can't
Can you
even
pause it? Can you pause it?
straight.
Can you pause it?
I'm just
Can you pause
like,
it, please? This was. It's not quite Clint kicking down the door and kicking his ass, but I was real happy when this happened.
It sounds
This
really
was like
it sounds really
cherry
bad
on top.
because he took the headset off and then he's shoving the mic straight in his mouth. But this kind of
We have to explain what happened here.
I mean,
like,
let's have the audio before we explain what happened.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah.
this is like the good. This is the good shit.
I want to celebrate the greatness that is
I
King
went back too far.
Cobra,
Fudge.
and that's not my fucking fault, dude. I'm so fucking pissed off right now. I can't even see straight. I'm just like,
Volume warning.
He's just like, what?
Just volume warning, everybody.
He's just like, what?
that's what life is all about. Fuck! Over it.
So what happened was
This is, if we're not gonna get Clint coming in and kicking his ass, at least we can get a nice high quality stay on top of the fucking desk moment. And we sure did.
So while doing vocal covers and all this other shit, he's sitting there with for half an hour with a cigarette in his fucking hand and he's drinking the other. It's a Jack Skellington fucking wine goblet full of beer. And what he decides to do is drop this fucking goblet, break his cigarette, spill all the beer on his carpet, and then slam the goblet onto the fucking desk, pick up the headset, and start screaming into it.
Yep.
Well, he had to show the goblet to his boss.
And he didn't even break it, oddly enough. It sounded like he broke it. That's what the audio sounded like. But
he whacked it pretty hard, but that goblet is tard proof.
Yeah, it sure is. So yeah, he tard rages and then goes out to smoke, shuffles outside to smoke, comes back and tries ending the stream about 8 times.
He also, in between that, he also shoulder checks the wall because he's drunk.
And then almost fell face first onto the floor, and then he comes back. He's like, "Oh, I stubbed my toe." I watched the video again. He did not stub his fucking toe. He was just falling forward, and so it looked like he was running to catch himself.
Because he's drunk.
But yeah, the end of that stream was, "Thanks for all you joining me," and then he'd like half pass out, and then come to again.
And then, like the eyeballs would click back over.
And he's like, "Thank y'all for watching my stream," and then pass out again, and then come back.
He literally took like half an hour to end the stream. It was pretty great.
So to finish up the Cobra finish up the Cobra stuff, this was just a couple choice things from the beginning of his Sunday stream that he deleted. Just 2 really short clips.
Because he threatened to kill himself like 10 times. The day after you gotta do something right to like cover all that up.
Yeah, but what does he say?
I don't expect my dad to apologize for nothing. He cares. And
You don't expect your dad to apologize to you? Why should he have to anyway?
Yeah, what did he do that requires an apology?
Like, Clint didn't do anything that he needs to apologize for. You should be the one apologizing for saying, "Do you know who the fuck I am, you cunt?"
Well, he did do something he needs to apologize for. He fucked Cobra's mom 31 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that was a bit of an.
That's more of a thing. That's more of a thing where you set up a press conference and apologize to the entire world.
You got like all the microphones up there, you know, fucking Don Lemon's asking you questions.
Yeah, Clint actually owes reparations.
Don Lemon's holding up that
everyone who's
fucking
read the
cardboard
interactive
sign
Cobra.
that says nigger on it.
Don Lennon is out there sucking a penis.
Imagine
because that nigga's
all
gay.
the Negroes.
I wish I didn't.
Don
have
Lennon.
Don Lennon, everybody.
That I can say I appreciate. Yo, this cute 19-year-old on Chatterbait going to town on a dildo. That's what's up.
No, that's not what's up, Cobra. That's not what's up, Cobra.
That's kind of the gist of his Sunday stream that he deleted. Those two clips.
It's just him sitting around listening to Terrence Pop and then like fucking around on his phone because people were calling him gay.
And then
like,
tabbing
watching
over to
Chatterbait.
Chatterbait and talking about this 19-year-old fucking sucking a dildo.
He's so gross.
So no embarrassment from his actions the night before because he's not self-aware. But yeah, so we got about 15 minutes to do some news stories, everybody.
Hell yeah! Are we gonna do my boy the Fudge Man at least?
Let's see what we can do here. But yeah, unfortunately, the Cope stuff took a long time, but there was a lot of stuff. There was even more that we didn't cover that was really good this week too. So
there was the fucking vocal covers. Just there's stuff we have left over from like last week that was good.
I deleted all the clips that I fucking had from last week. I was like, I'm never gonna get to them. So I was like, I'm never gonna get to them.
I deleted that.
And Decay deleted the Cobra clips.
And for everybody's benefit, I even deleted all the fucking audio clips of those god awful fucking jokes that he had last week.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But they're so good.
Oh yeah. A former resident of the Villages with a spate of recent arrests was jailed without bond over the weekend after an alleged attack on an elderly person.
Oh god.
The elderly person being his mother. Scott Robert Kirster.
This is kind of a depressing story, but it's also funny.
Well, the only depressing part is the first about the attack. Other than that, it just gets kind of fucking whatever. Scott Robert Kirster, 45, also known as Scott Fudge.
Nice. Now that's a nickname.
Look at that fucking face and that patchy fucking hair on his head.
Dude, this guy's hairline is non-Euclidean.
And he's got a Cobb's wonky eye going on and everything.
He does appear that he's very fond of fudge.
Look out, Boomer!
He's too busy being delicious, Bobson. He's just way too busy being delicious.
Can you imagine how this guy smells?
I think he's imagining it right now, and that's that look on his face.
Damn, I don't smell so good.
It's like maybe like half a cobra.
That's a unit of smell.
So,
Yes, exactly.
he was arrested for the battery on a
Bit of
person.
stinky boy.
He was arrested for the battery of a person over the age of 65, but also he had extra charges because he'd been arrested last month after taking an Uber to a Winn-Dixie in the Villages in violation of his community control sentence, which requires him to remain at home. He was released.
Surprised Cobra hasn't gotten slapped with that yet. Just like, don't go outside.
Oh, he'd never violate it. He doesn't leave his house much anymore.
No, that's true.
He was released February 27th to his mother, a former resident of the village of Chatham. After a judge agreed to free Kirster, Fudge, on his own recognizance.
That's his maiden name, Fudge.
His maiden name is.
Don't dead name Scott Fudge.
Scott Kirster, Fudge.
Fred fucks over here.
He had been jailed on a probation violation February 23rd after he was taken into custody by Sumter County Sheriff's deputies at the apartment. He'd been arrested after his mother had been taken by ambulance February 9th from the apartment complex. A neighbor went to the hospital to check on the mother and was surprised that Kirster was not there with her. Instead of going to the hospital with her, Kirster called an Uber and went to the grocery store.
To buy fudge.
I mean, he's a fudge factory. Look at that guy.
Nice looking apartment complex.
Yeah, it looks all right. In addition to the February 9th food run to Winn-Dixie, Kirster had his mother call a cab on February 16th to take him to Publix. And he was gone for more than 2 hours. He's not supposed to be leaving the house.
What's he doing at the grocery store for 2 hours?
Sampling. Samples. It was sample day at the store.
Don't mind if I do.
Scott goes out shopping into restaurants often. Scott pressures his mom to take him out to eat and to shop, a neighbor told Kirster's probation officer. Fucking narc. Fucking narc. Leave Fudge alone. He's going to fudge you up, bitch. The officer went to Kirster's apartment on February 18th and was met at the door by his mother. She said her son went to fill up her car with gas and to purchase food. It was apparently after the February 18th visit that the probation officer sought the warrant for Kirster's arrest. He was placed on community control after his conviction in a 2020 incident, which he stole money from a tip jar at Little Joey's Italian restaurant at Bailey Plaza in Summerfield.
Oh, no.
That's pretty fucking low. Stealing money out of the tip jar?
The little Joey from New Jersey?
Man, it's fucking Scott Fudge versus the world here.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
They got those reactions at the bottom. My favorite one is the one guy that was surprised. I gotta assume that was Scott Fudge himself.
But and he's in love with Ramona Flowers, but it's flowers as in the different kinds you can use to make sweet baked goods.
Yeah, no shit.
So Scott, I had to tag on to the Scott Fudge versus the world joke. Sorry.
Yeah.
At the time, he already had multiple convictions for grand theft, and burglary, and being fat.
And by grand theft, they mean he was stealing crescent rolls.
Man, I don't know which stories to cover. This one's real short.
My mama would kill me if she found me at Winn-Dixie.
But this is my happy place. My probation officer. Don't tell my probation officer I'm here. Hope nobody sees me here.
This guy is literally JJ if he makes it to 50.
This next story is kind of funny. We don't really cover sports, but whenever a male athlete has the misfortune to absorb a shot to the groin, announcers are right there to deliver workshopped euphemisms to explain what happened. The player has always sustained a blow below the belt or to a sensitive area or where you don't want to get hit. But a young visionary, a man of the people, he's on record in believing that the time has come for all of us to be adults and rely on proper anatomical terms. He may have just changed everything. Chris Whittingham, producer for Meadowlark Media and play-by-play voice for assorted Major League Soccer and Liga MX
Meadowlark Media, he's in the pocket of the fucking Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh shit!
No.
This guy is not an impartial observer.
He's explaining that the Orlando City goalkeeper Pedro Galice had been hit in the penis after he was hit in the penis stopping a shot.
He did hit him in the penis.
Now I'm going to play this audio for the listeners.
All right.
So hit play now if you want to hear it for yourself.
I say stay down.
You would too, Chris.
Yeah. You hit him in the penis.
It hit him in the penis.
It did.
He's injured real bad.
It did in fact hit him in the penis. He is touching.
100%.
He did get hit in the penis.
Now, yeah, this is a man of the people. He's just going to boil it down to basic terms. He got hit in the fucking dick, bros.
Motherfucker got hit in the penis.
This could be a watershed moment, folks. Our most trusted and venerable announcers can follow in Whittingham's footsteps and call a spade a spade. Whoa, you can't do that, Wraithen.
Yeah, that nigger got hit in the dick.
Could be
nigger dick.
Could be a brave new world of free of man regions and where the sun doesn't shine. If so, what a legacy.
You know, they got an extra bone in their leg. It lets them run faster.
I like that this guy's like, I just like this. He's not going for euphemisms anymore. He got hit in the penis, dudes.
Yeah.
Motherfucker straight up got hit in the dick.
We got another feller that's a man after my own heart. I'm not going to read the story, but a St. Petersburg, Florida man is accused of dumping 8 Evo electric scooters into Tampa Bay just after midnight Sunday morning.
Good.
Excellent.
20-year-old Parker Leonard, hero, was with his friends at the intersection of 2nd Avenue Northeast and Bayshore Drive Northeast when they threw the scooters. Leonard
He's got a shirt that says "I love the Parker Leonard hero."
Don't plead guilty. I won't convict.
Yeah, if I was on that jury, I'd be like, not guilty.
Yep.
Fuck these rental electric scooters all over the place.
Take a couple of limes out while you're at it.
And some birds. Take out some bird scooters too. Get rid of them. We've covered multiple stories of people throwing scooters into water on this show.
Yeah, because it's inherently humorous.
Leonard is facing a felony criminal mischief charge.
Yeah.
Not guilty. That's it. The scooters are valued at $750 each, so the value and loss for Vio, no, it's Evo. Nice job, fuck up. Is $6,000.
Dummy.
Let's do this musician story because this is kind of funny. I don't think he's a musician. A Clearwater man is facing a burglary charge after police said he broke into a Sam Ash music store and survived a 3-story fall in the process. Police said the man broke into the music store, which is located on McMullen Booth Road in Clearwater, and used to be a large open banquet hall, blah, 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 blah. The man got into the building.
I know the K-pop tree yet. Anyway.
The man it's all good. The man got into the building through a window near the roof and walked a perimeter ledge around the building. He then lost his balance and fell 3 stories, striking a lamppost and a guitar display on the way down.
Oh, no.
But when he hit the guitar display, did it make the El Kabong noise?
Bong. The suspect used an amplifier to break through a glass door and leave the building.
Oh, shit.
And you will know him by his trail of blood. He left a trail of blood. He left a trail of blood, which was connected to him via DNA analysis, according to the court documents. Police reviewed videos from 5.
Rondo of blood.
That's right. I just like that he fell 3 stories, hit a fucking street lamp, and a guitar display.
Man.
Nice.
Smashed his way out with a Mesa Boogie.
He pulled a 5150 out of the back room and smashed shit. Just went to town.
He chucked that line 6 spider right through that fucking window.
Oh, he went for the cheap garbage ones? Oh, no. Oh,
hell yeah, he did.
I just enjoy that story because he hit a bunch of things and smashed stuff. And
it's caused a whole bunch of problems.
so this is a really short one too, and I'm questioning how does a person do this? How is this possible? A former Cameron County employee who was sentenced to 50 years in prison in 2018 for stealing millions of dollars worth of fajitas will soon be eligible for parole.
I'm willing to die trying how to figure out he did that.
Gilberto,
how many fajitas? Fucking millions of dollars worth of fajitas. Holy shit.
$1.2 million in fajitas.
That's a lot of fajitas.
Over the course of 9 years.
That's a lot of fajitas.
A lot of fucking fajitas.
Yeah. Gilberto Escamilla pled guilty to stealing the fajitas over the course of 9 years while employed with the Darrell Hester Juvenile Detention Center in San Benito.
You know,
oh God.
That monetary value could also equate to like 3 Cobra customized fajitas.
I gotta think I gotta think the fucking correctional facility was like inflating the value.
Well, but also the nigga had to be like selling them, right? Like he had to be doing something. There's no way he consumed $1.2 million of fajitas. There's no way. In 9 years, no way.
Trying to get him on like nicking a couple of little steak cubes.
Like over 9 years, there's no way you eat $1.2 million of fajitas.
I could try.
I mean, give it a shot, I guess, but goddamn, dude,
brother.
What the fuck?
They all gotta be served to me on those sizzling plates, like at the Mexican restaurant, though.
We're gonna jump over to some lady news real quick.
Lady news.
You fucking whore.
Time to pay the fiddler,
Oh,
whore!
wrong jingle.
Because busting makes you feel good?
I don't know. In a bizarre incident, this one was sent to me by Fremen, a gentleman who contributed last week as well.
Fremen on the sand.
In a bizarre incident, a
you know
Brazilian
who I
singer
am.
revealed she had landed in the hospital with trapped gas
Oh, no.
because she was embarrassed about farting in front of her boyfriend.
Hey.
This lady can't even dominate a fucking room or fucking claim ownership over somebody by farting. Unbelievable.
Hell, I pay women to fart on me. What's the problem?
You're disgusting.
Sometimes
You make me fucking sick.
These are jokes. They're jokes.
Polka, whose real name is Vivian de Quiros, but good job choosing. Good job choosing Polka instead of de Quiros.
De Quiros.
And who is 27 years old, took her to her Instagram stories to share her gas problem with her fans and followers. Oh, so she can talk all about it, but she can't do it in front of her fucking boyfriend?
No, she's bottling it up and selling it on OnlyFans.
The story disappeared after 24 hours. The 27-year-old dropped a handful of images of herself. She should have been dropping some handfuls of fucking farts to not have this happen. That's it. Just fart. Just let it out, man.
Handfuls of
Gotta
farts.
deal out those farts.
Yeah, I'm a fart
Hard
dealer,
for a
dude.
poor man. A fart dealer, dude.
I'm not a death dealer. I'm a fart dealer.
Dude.
That was
And-
the original intent of that Alice in Chains song. They were originally going to call it Farhead.
Well, I was actually
fart of joy.
all my scenes were actually cut out of the first Underworld movie because they were like, I don't know if the Fart Dealers is a group we need to cover in this.
He just kept running around farting on people.
My favorite Frank Frazetta character, fart dealer.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, while sharing the pictures, the 27-year-old reportedly revealed how she woke up with unbearable stomach pain early in the morning and ended up in the hospital. She further assured her fans that she's fine now. She was quoted by...
I mean, on the one hand, this is fucking stupid. On the other hand, I somewhat admire this woman's anal discipline. Because if I wake up and I got a fart, that shit coming out.
The singer asked all to learn through her experience and goes on to advise all her female fans, my female YouTube fans, yeah.
You got a fart.
Advise all her female fans to not be ashamed of farting in front of men because more embarrassing than this is being diagnosed with trapped farts.
That would be more embarrassing, yeah.
Gothic Queen Vivienne de queer ass.
Fart as hard as you can.
Yeah, but then you try to fart harder than your girlfriend and then you shit your pants or whatever.
Looks like
Cobra
my
talks
little
about.
fart. Him. He's so disgusting.
Girls, don't be ashamed to fart in front of your guy because what's embarrassing is not letting your guy sleep because you're in discomfort, going to the hospital with your guy, and the diagnosis being trapped farts.
Yeah, I can see that being embarrassing.
Yeah, wake up, I have trapped farts.
Also, Brazil confirmed more masculine than Europe by referring to him as your guy instead of your partner.
Yeah, right. Well. Another sports
story. Trapped farts like you fart in response to listening to Trapped.
Fart strong, I'll take you on.
Yeah, but you'll shit your pants.
I'll fart on anyone.
Slut.
Sorry we're going a little off our normal route this week. Another sports story.
Oh.
Sports!
I didn't know this was possible in sports.
Okay.
Four Chinese badminton players are on probation for 2 years for failing to try their best to win a doubles match in 2018.
In their defense, they said, dude, it's fucking badminton.
Right?
The incident happened in the Fuzhou Open quarterfinals in China in November 2018. The then world-ranked number 2 pair, Li Jinhui and Liu Yu Chen, were playing number 17 ranked He Ji-ting and Tan Kiang.
Yeah, sure.
Danish players observing reported to the referee the match wasn't being played seriously.
Oh, damn.
The fucking Danes are like, these assholes aren't even trying.
It's not even the Russian judge, it's the Danish judge.
Well, no, these were Danish players.
These guys are not taking the sport as seriously as it deserves.
No, I'm with the Danes on this. I think they were clowning on the fucking gooks here. You've been trying over there, bro.
The referee and tournament manager intervened during the second game when he and Tan led 21-15, 7-11. I don't know what those scores mean in badminton, by the way.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The umpire and ref asked both teams to play their best. So they stop the game and say, hey, guys, play your best, okay? After the intervention, the match noticeably increased in intensity and speed, and he and Tan won 21-15, 14-21, 21-19, but all 4 players were charged.
Are these like the lucky numbers in the bottom of the fucking fortune in the cookie?
This is how you're going to build your clock tower mansion, dude.
Yeah, what, numbers immediately. Cookie lottery?
In interviews the next month, the players denied any wrongdoing and spoke to their familiarity with each other's game. Li and Liu added that they were in bad physical shape after a long, mostly successful year.
What?
A disciplinary hearing wasn't held until November and December of 2021, at which the tournament referee Pencho Stoyanov said he'd never seen an incident like it in a 14-year career as ref. These guys were only giving 50%.
I need to see like what this match actually looked like now.
I didn't know this was...
Were they like making silly faces?
I didn't know this was a possible charge in sports. You guys aren't trying your best.
No.
I didn't know that was a thing. The Badminton
I'm
World
sure
Federation.
The Chinese government has executed them by now. It's fine.
Both teams, because all 4 of them were
They're just all
Chinese.
dead. Their organs have been harvested. It's fine.
The Badminton World Federation.
It's funny because it's true.
Everybody's got fucking dank rock entrance music. The Badminton World Federation. Revealed on Friday, the panel found the players guilty of failing to use their best efforts.
What the fuck is happening?
Why do you think I included this story? It's fucking insane.
What?
They were each given a three-month bans, suspended for 2 years from January 25th. They also had to forfeit their Fuzhou Open prize money.
What?
You didn't give it your all, little fellers. You fucked up.
Is there comments on this? I need more information. What the fuck is going on?
It's fucking insane, right?
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do Fuzhou Open quarterfinal. I need to find a fucking video of this.
Okay, let's do one here.
Live on Nigga News 9.
Black bastard.
I'm a monkey!
Black.
Deal with it!
A man was arrested after 5 people reported he approached them in a Cape Coral shopping center on Friday. Shamar White, 22, is facing charges of battery and indecent exposure after the bizarre crime spree. 2 victims reported White walked up to them in the Burlington Coat Factory store. I always giggle when I hear Burlington Coat Factory. I don't know why.
It's pretty silly.
And grabbed them before smacking one in the face and pushing the other. 2 victims reported White walked up to them. Oh, no, I already read that. 2 other victims told police the 22-year-old approached them at a Target store again, grabbing one and trying to put his finger in the other's mouth while saying vulgar things.
Lewd.
He's trying to fishhook one broad while saying dirty words. Like,
That's not good.
A 5th person reported White approached them at the Panera Bread.
Panara.
Yes.
Panara.
It's the knockoff Chinese Panera Bread.
It's what is that? The Shannara books, Panara. I don't know. There's something there.
What the hell are you talking about? Huh?
The Elfstones of Panara.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Who wrote those books, Bobson?
Terry Brooks.
The Chronicles of Shannara and all that stuff, or whatever.
Yeah, Jerry Bruckheimer. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Terry Brooks.
He approached them at the Panera Bread parking lot and was holding a box knife while trying to get into the person's vehicle. He then pulled out his genitals and started masturbating in front of the victim.
Yeah,
as he does.
So he pushed a couple broads, fishhooked another one, said dirty words in her ear, and then fucking whipped out his dick at somebody else. 4 of the 5 victims decided to press charges against White. What's
going on with the 5th one?
She's like, I kind of liked it.
She liked it.
Yeah, the 5th one's a bit of a freak.
Certified.
5th one's like, just another Tuesday.
Certified freak 7 days a week. She didn't care.
Oh, stop that.
No.
Wet ass Punjabi.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
I'm not putting that on the show title list.
Because they all have diarrhea, Jub.
Because they're stinky, disgusting Indians.
Man, I sped through a bunch of stories, but we did it, boys.
For next week.
We did it, boys.
We did it.
No, I'm saying I'm surprised I covered as many as I did. We went 10 minutes over in this half, and it'll be just fine.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hope you guys enjoyed this week. I'll try not to have so much Cobra content next week, but who knows what will happen. The guy's insane. The guy's insane.
What if he actually kills himself? That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, I'll cover that for sure.
I hope he does it on stream.
Splat.
No, he'll disappoint everybody like he always does and do it off stream. So,
fucking ding dong.
But we'll see you next week. I hope you enjoy the closing song, which is also about Cobra. Bye.
Oh, no.
When I smoked the marijuana, 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 it tells me I hate rape. Smoke the marijuana.
Smoke the That's a good song. It's like I enjoyed this song. You know, you could play that again, but that's it. Just a bit of Factorio whilst whilst I listened to my Hebus, and yeah, that was good stuff. I enjoyed it. So, yeah. Training to destroy Tad McNally. Who is this grossly offensive? Ethan Ralph sexually exploits IPT fault. What if I, let's get the link of it, and then you can see it whilst I see it. So let's do that. I think that's how to do this cross-promotion thing, right? So if I do a browser window... Zombocom. 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 I just like that. I could put Zombocom in there.
Allegation. Ladies and gentlemen, some shocking allegations have been brought against our mensch, our Kino King, Ethan Ralph. It is a tale of depravity. It is the tale of a man doing something so heinous, none of us would be shocked. But is it true? I am here today to put on my investigation hat and analyze this story with a rational, level-headed mind. We all want this to be true, but is it? Perhaps the truth is even funnier than the story.
His cadence reminds me of Godwinson.
Notorious E-Thought and IP2 streamer Alice has come forward to say that she was raped by Ethan Ralph.
Rape.
She came on
rape,
to the Kino Casino to relay this story. And we are going to go through this tale now. We're going to psychoanalyze every word. And we're going to find the truth. We will find the truth, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, let us hear.
I mean, he's not saying ladies and gentlemen.
And the reason why Ralph was so fucking mad at me is because over that weekend that Amanda and I spent hanging out, watching movies, watching anime, gossiping, hanging out, fucking getting our nails done, going to the mall, whatever. That weekend that we spent, she decided that she wanted to leave him. And I was trying my best to, like, support her as a friend.
So already, we're 30 seconds in. Let's pause it. Let's break it down. A man we all know who's desperate.
He's probably just doing it in the style of Godwinson.
Ethan Ralph invites notorious IP2 Thought Alice over to Las Vegas to spend the weekend with him and his news fling, Pantsu the paedophile. Alice and the paedophile Pantsu spend a day having their nails done and doing girly things. It's a real girly time. And Pantsu comes out to say that she believes she no longer wants to be with Ethan Ralph. And being a good friend and a typical woman, Alice will play in to this fantasy of leaving Ethan Ralph, which we all know did not happen. Let us find out just the reason why Alice wanted her to leave Ethan Ralph so badly.
Like, as much as I could. And I'm like, yeah, you should leave him because he's a fucking piece of shit. And at the same time, Ralph...
He's a piece of shit. So now we know that Alice already believes that Ethan Ralph is a piece of shit.
It's like...
She's crying now. Something she's known to do. But are these real tears?
Ralph is like buying hundreds of dollars worth of
Who knows
shit
where
off my like
Godwinson is these
Amazon
days?
wish
Last
list.
I heard, he died from
What?
AIDS.
What? For you? So it's shipped right to you or whatever, right? What did he buy you? Like, what was on your wish list? Like, name was some of the items.
There's a tripod, screen protector. He bought me Monster Hunter, Generations. He bought me thigh-high socks. He bought me,
So now here we see. She's smiling with glee as she lists off all the things Ethan Ralph has bought her, while she convinces Pantsu to leave Ethan Ralph. Now why? Why could she possibly want Pantsu to end her relationship with the man who would eventually father her baby? Why could this be? It's not the hundreds of dollars of things Ethan Ralph has bought off Alice's wish list, is it? She doesn't see Ethan Ralph as a pay pig that she can milk dry, and her only obstacle being the woman he's with. No, surely not. Surely she did not want this relationship to end so that she could take Ethan Ralph's £50,000 he'd saved up from his glory years. Surely that couldn't be the reason. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe I'm a lunatic. It's not like women do this thing all the time. Let us continue.
And all this time he was telling me that when I went to Vegas, if I ever agreed, that, that he was gonna, like, introduce me to the CEO of Odyssey or something.
So he's also telling her that he can make her into a real streamer. That no longer will she have to stream from the gutter for the IP2 fans' amusement. She can make it big on Odyssey because Ethan Ralph has the power. She's smiling as she regales these memories. Instantly, from tears, she smiles. How? It's almost as if those tears were fake.
Shit and like get me a job with them. So I was like, oh, maybe like obviously he was just lying, which I just understand now. But I guess I just wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, I really just wanted to be friends to both of them. And so I thought that
she wanted to be friends to both of them. Meanwhile, she's bitching on her day out with Pantsu, trying to drive a wedge between the happy couple. This is all seeming a little bit bizarre, like she has an alternative motive. She has found a man willing to buy her gifts, that's willing to make her career on Odyssey. Why? Why would she think Ethan Ralph is a piece of shit? Why would she want their relationship to crumble? It is forever going to be a mystery, I'm afraid.
maybe they needed a friend like that, but instead they decided to create this whole plot against me or something. Like, both of them really, it got fucking weird. And really...
So, does this sound like a thing that happened? Or does this sound like now she's just clutching at straws, making things fit her narrative? How bizarre.
Uncomfortable, and at one point I was like, yo, I just want to be friends with you guys. I wanted a safe place that I could hang out and have fun and
Yes.
stream. And things are
safe
getting weird, and
place
I don't
to
know
hang
if I'm
out
comfortable
with
with
you
this.
guys.
And I'm like an alcoholic, right? So I would.
To be myself.
She's an alcoholic.
And express my opinions.
At 22 years of age, she's an alcoholic. Things are getting weird. She knows now that she has in fact been flown out to participate in Ethan Ralph's weird sex games. The threesome he never quite managed before. This is all getting rather suspicious. This is all becoming very strange. I'm sure that in the future, no messages will come out showing that she knew exactly the reason why she'd been flown out. That will never happen, surely. It's not like Ethan Ralph would instantly release all the information he needs.
Like hang out with Ralph, and he would buy me Jaeger. And it got to the point where I would be like downing a bottle of Jaeger with him every night. And almost like...
Can you imagine? Ethan Ralph wants somebody to drink alcohol with him. That's so absurd. Who could have predicted that they would be drinking Jägermeister every night? It's not like Ethan Ralph is a fat alcoholic loser. No, this is so bizarre. How did she not know that this would happen? Oh, I guess none of us could see that Ethan Ralph would fly this woman out and feed her alcohol. That's so out of character for him, especially considering she knows he's a piece of shit. I'm sure this is the reason why she's so shocked. Gosh.
I know my limit is with like a bottle of Jaeger, you get to here, and then like that's the limit or whatever, right? So I got to this level, and he asked me if I wanted to go like further in my relationship with him.
Oh.
And I was like, I was still drinking. I was like, if I drink this, I'm gonna black out. And he was like,
because you know it's just one shot that will tip you over the edge from being happily drunk to completely blacked out and unable to do anything. We all know it's that one final shot that will push you over the edge. Normally you drink and drink and drink and you're fine. And then you just have one sip too many.
Drink it.
Yep.
And so I drank one more shot.
Jägermeister. Yes, that is what she's on about.
She's crying again.
They're not
You know,
crocodile
he's asking me to like give him head or whatever, and
outrageous. I'd be too soft. No, for slurping up baked Alaska within moments of meeting him. Is now being asked to suck the tiny little penis of Ethan Ralph. Who could have predicted?
That's
Who would have
disgusting.
known? How could anyone have guessed that this would be the real reason Ethan Ralph flew her out? Whoa. Shocking revelations, I'm sure.
Oh, I've got a Pyromaniac Award.
really
Destroyed
fucked
10,000 trees with
like
fire.
really fucking drunk and being like, I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think that's a good idea, Mr. Ralph. I'm really drunk. I know the entire purpose of being here is to suck your penis. But I'm really drunk. Whoa, I'm like totally wasted, dude.
I don't want to do this. Like, it's not a good idea. I
No,
don't want
Mr. Ralph.
to go this far with you. I don't want to do this. I don't want to, like, I can't do this. And
I know you bought me hundreds of dollars of things of my wish list. I don't want to do it, Mr. Ralph. This is not wholesome. And Christ is king.
that's the last thing I remember seeing until I blacked out. And at that point,
She completely blacked out. That shot forced her from consciousness to unconsciousness. It was that final shot. She begged him, no, Ralph, no. Please, please, I don't need this final shot. Oh, Ralph, I'm sober now. I'm only a little bit drunk, but this final shot will push me over the edge. No.
with my alcohol, I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not a fucking, like, I know
She's a professional alcoholic. She's not a fucking idiot. She's an alcoholic 22-year-old. She knows her stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Oh dear.
How my body reacts with alcohol. And like I know how to fucking control myself with Jaeger especially. And so the next morning I wake
think
up
you're lying.
and I'm on my couch. I'm
no recollection after that final shot. She wakes up and she's on her couch. How did she get here? Where was the hotel room with Mr. Ralph? How did this happen? Oh gosh.
That's where the fire's
Oh gosh. Oh golly gosh.
still in my clothes from the night before.
Wait! She's still in her clothes the night before? She wasn't undressed and raped? No. Shocking. There was no penetration as her clothes were fully on. Her knickers weren't even backwards. Whoa! Sounds like she got raped to me.
Wake up and I'm like, where the fuck is my stuff? Where's my phone? Where's my stuff? So...
Oh yes. The disappearing phone and stuff happens to all of us. It's not like anyone has ever been on a night out and lost their phone and wallet.
A pile of
It's
corpses.
completely unheard of.
He comes back, drops off my phone, and I ask him, I'm like, did I suck your dick? And he's,
I just can't remember, Mr. Ralph. Did I suck your tiny 2-inch penis? Or was something else going on? Please, Mr. Ralph, fill in the gaps. It was that one shot. That one shot pushed me over the edge. And I no longer remember a thing. Absolutely nothing. I was totally blacked out drunk, Mr. Ralph.
like, yes.
Whoa! Whoa! She sucked his cock! Who could have predicted the IP2 thought known for slurping up baked Alaska? Sucked Ethan Ralph's cock after being invited over to Las Vegas and having hundreds of dollars spent on her.
Truly an amazing
Whoa!
story.
No
A tale
frickin'
for the
way.
ages.
I fucking said no.
She said no! Whoa! She said no! Yet it happened anyway! No. I think there is something deeper to this mystery. I think she woke up with the taste of smegma in her mouth. She could smell the unwashed, cheesy
don't
penis
say that. That's,
on her breath.
That's foul.
And she knew. And at first, she was fine with it. Who cares? It's not like Alice hasn't sucked a couple dicks before. You know, the life of an IP2 thought. These things happen. And when was Vegas? Months ago? Why is this story coming out now? It couldn't possibly be. Because she was humiliated by her chat. It couldn't be the months of bullying for sucking off Ethan Ralph's disgusting tiny chode. No. She was raped. She was clearly raped. She didn't regret it after she realized that Ethan Ralph wasn't the e-celebrity she thought. It wasn't the moment she realized there was no future on Odyssey for her and that Ralph was full of shit. No. Now, she comes forward to tell her truth. And we must believe all women. There couldn't be any other reason. Alice was raped. Ethan Ralph is a filthy rapist. And there is no regret whatsoever. I stand with Alice. She is a truthful and honest person, not known for faking anything. Never has she faked drama with Chicken Andy. Never did she lie about Baked Alaska and their saucy night. No, Alice has never lied. She didn't lie about being molested by a tranny. That was all true. All of it is true. Alice could never lie. She is the most truthful woman who has ever existed in the history of the planet Earth. If you don't believe Alice, you are a filthy misogynist. I stand with Alice. I stand with Alice.
Right. Bread in 10 minutes. No oven. This is the tastiest thing I've ever eaten. Anybody can do it. Every
Being
feed
able to
has
share
a
feeds
story.
brings us together as a family.
Optimal advance follow-up.
Well, God, the fucking nigger bitch at the end of it. Oh no, I said the nigger word. Right, well that's the end of my stream, but... Or is it the end of my stream? Or do we just keep on watching this, you know, this Fibonacci sequence, this Nautilus spiral shell of doom and destruction? Look at that. Who could say no to that, eh? Not me. Because I'm not a bigot. Unlike that nigger bitch. Get that nigger off the plane. I'm from West Africa and I can say nigger whenever I want. Bang. Nice. But let's tell it to concentrate fire in just one area. Just this one. I want you to destroy everything that's there. Can you do that? Can you do that for me? Do you see that? I can see that. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's what I call rapid fire artillery. Look at all the spent shell casings. Jeez Louise. Let's have a look at this trail of destruction, shall we? As it wends its way. Wending its way. Now these turrets are starting to get a couple of kills in. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Whee! Imagine plotting an artillery solution that rapidly. Well, you can in this game. And then this stuff, that's not like specific targeting, that's just fire the shells there so I can see what's there. So what if I say do that, and then if I say do this? Let's see what that does. So now they're turning around to aim over there. Yeah. I don't see a frame rate thing, but I got a feeling it's going lower than what it was. Because if I go to my task manager and have a look at factorio, it's using 14%, so yep, single threaded. But is factorio single threaded? I mean, if it's using only 14% of my CPU, to me that suggests it is. Because that's like when you divide 100 by 6, that's what you get. Roughly. Ish. Kinda. A bit. But yeah, there goes another wave of death. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. YouTube. Can't believe he's only 31 years old. But there you have it. So this area is not being carpet bombed, it's being just probed, like, to see what's there. But this area here, for example, yeah, that's being systematically wiped out. It's correctly plotted, like, the maximum explosion radius of each of the things. And that's what it's doing. It's doing a good job. Oh, and then there's whatever this is doing. I think that's more probing attack. What's going on over here? Yep, just trails of corpses. Nice. This firewall as well. It's not just for show, like, when they walk into the fire, they take damage. Ooh. It did look like they were going to break through that wall. There is a long trail of enemies now. Hopefully some construction robots. Yep, they're coming with poles. I was going to quit, but at the same time, you know, it is fun just watching all of this stuff. Oh, and here comes the attack on this side now. Well, overall, my perimeter is doing its job. They're coming and they're getting done. Now all the piercing ammunition's been used here, so as you can see that where it was red, they now is green. The green does more damage. Also a little attack over here, where the trees are being burnt by the napalm. Well, it's not napalm, it's just diesel, but, you know, does a good job. Burns them, they get burnt, they're dead. I'm not complaining. Check out these dudes. Look at these dudes. They're not alive anymore. Oh, what's going on over here? Just mark that area for destruction. Are these trees on fire yet? Yep, some of the trees are on fire. Look at that kill count just rise up. You can see the oil is being used, but it eventually just replenishes. What if I looked in production and we went on fluids? If we take out, so we can see steam and water are pretty big, but if I take out, we can see petroleum gas and light oil and crude oil, yeah. So I take out that. That's the one we want. There we go. So we see production of it in that. So there's a big demand there, and then... okay. Oh yeah, I think the big demand was when I built the rocket fuel factory. Oh, it's over here now. Well, okay. Just mark all of that for destruction. And then we just see the last little bits here. There we go. Oh, this is fascinating stuff. Really enjoying watching all this. Sometimes I don't really feel like doing any of the thinking. I just feel like, you know, here's the factory. I'm just going to watch it do its thing, which is killing Mexicans. Sorry, biters. Yep, killing biters. That's what we're doing. The biters are getting killed. And we just see those massive waves of probing attacks, but... there we go. They're destroyed. See, that just means, like, yeah, send shells to that area so we can see what's there. Like concentric rings. Yeah, fuck you, fish. Health 20 out of 20. They can survive explosions. But that's it. That's all the ammunition used in it. So it's now off on its way back. Yep. All the ammunition's been expended. Oh, it can have 1,800 in there. Okay. Where is it? It's not there. It's up there. Look at that little guy run. I'm going to put it as 1890. And it's at 1800, so just do it 1800. There we go. Oh, and there's a few little dregs, but they don't really matter, do they? Nah. Where are they going? Where are they going? Let's follow these little guys. Follow them. Let's follow them. Where are you going? Ah, you're going over here. Yeah, so they go and repair the walls, but they themselves get damaged. There is a mod which causes fire immunity for walls. I think I might install that. So it seems a bit silly that a concrete wall be damaged by fire. But then again, jet fuel does melt steel beams. Yeah, we all know that to be true. Yep. Good stuff. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much for watching.